Yo, what's up? Happy draft day. Happy draft night. Happy nobody knows what is about to happen. I don't care how much you research on your computer. Nobody knows what's about to happen, but it's gonna be a long show. It's gonna be a long show. Follow Hold The Mayo. I'm right here on YouTube. That's where we do HTM Live. Instagram, X, Facebook. I'm on all them shits. Every last one of them. I'm on every one of them. It's gonna be a long night. I do want to shout out Burkhardt AC Heating, generators, and electrical backup. Go to generators. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to be in May. So keep playing. Keep acting like you don't need a generator. All I'm asking you is when you do eventually go get a generator, get it from Burkhardt. Let them know that Hold The Mayo told you about them pushing them generators and that you need one. And they're going to work out the deal for you. You may not even need all the cash up front. I'm not going to get into that. But just know, Burkhardt got them generators and they're ready to sell you one. 985-626-7741. Don't get caught in the dark with a wet ass come August talking about, oh, I should have listened to Hold It, whatever. Burkhardt'sAd.com. Shout out to Burkhardt's show. This whole show, it's going to be several hours. It's presented by Burkhardt and our friends at Blue Plate. And I say they're our friends because they are. They've been here since 1927. If that's not a friend, I don't know what a friend is. And I'm going to leave it at that. Shout out to Blue Plate Mayo. They've been here for you since forever. I'm about to open up the River Parish trash line. Yes, indeed. The River Parish disposal trash line. We back. Our business stinks, but it's picking up, hopefully. Hopefully it's picking up starting tonight. The River Parish trash line is officially open. We here, baby. Draft night. The Saints, we don't know the Saints could draft a mechanic. The Saints could draft a mechanic at a 5-minute oil change. We don't know what's going to happen yet. And those odds, something about those odds now that the Saints should be plus 250 to draft Jack. That shit's a cash grab. You never know. You never know. Spread quarters, you're on the River Parish trash line.
What's down, River Parish? What's up, Dev?
Yo, what's up, bro?
It's your boy. See, it's Rev.
Got to figure it out, bro. You've been calling for 2 years, so whenever you figure out your name, let us know, bro.
We gonna get in. We got a good call first. Start off. I'm a little hot, but not that bad. I'm gonna save the crash out for later if it happens. But I didn't like the Mickey Loomis press conference, but I do have one small positive outlook. I don't know if you heard what Fletcher Mackle kind of said about it, or how you feel about him, but he gave me a different angle that I didn't really think about. But I was really pissed about the Mickey press conferences, for one.
Lil Wayne's on the fucking stage with the Packers again. This guy, bro. God damn it. I get it, but no, man, I don't. Man, I don't. What up, Scram? You seeing this? Dude, we grew up idolizing this guy, and it's always been that one thing about him, and it's that. It's the Packers shit, and he shoves it in our faces. I hate it. Anyway, my bad, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I saw Wayne biking up, repping Green Bay.
Who'd you see?
You watching the draft, motherfucker?
No, I just got my beer. I'm walking in the house.
All right.
I call you first.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. All right. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I was just saying, I didn't like it. I just felt like, I want to get to the Mackle part. I just feel like, why are you even holding a press conference if you're not going to answer the questions? And also, you fucking lied, you motherfucker. You said this is a pre-draft press conference. We're not answering questions about Derek Carr, but you sure answered questions about picking up Olave and Pennant's fifth-year option. So make up your fucking mind. And I don't like his excuse of that because he can use that shit come training camp. Oh, this is a training camp press conference. We're not answering. So when are you going to fucking answer the questions about Derek Carr? Sad part is we're not going to get the answers ever. He's gonna fucking avoid it, and Gail's going to let him. Now, the fucking standard has dropped in the building for sure. I mean, that motherfucker looked like he was coming off a 3-month bender with all that facial hair on his fucking mouth, on his face. He used to be clean shaven all the time. But Fletcher Mackle went on Mikey Mossick's show and said that, and I have to agree, but it's so far-fetched and wild that it would never happen. But he said he feels that everyone in that building, including Mickey, wants to just get out there and curse him out on live television. but they can't because they don't want to completely destroy the relationship. But if that motherfucker Mickey Loomis came into a press conference, a live press conference, and started letting fucking Derek Carr have it, I dead ass think he might buy himself some more years, and people might actually start to come around to him again. But is he gonna do that shit? Hell no. But if he would, that would be a boss ass move. And my last question to you is:
you got a question?
When we talked a year ago when we talked, you said you liked Mickey because of how he kind of his attitude. Given the past year's events, you
can't pull something. You gotta. I mean, come on. You see what I'm saying? No, but I could see if you were like, hey, a month ago you said, but a year ago, I mean, who knows what the situation was? Also, I can't firmly confirm that I said it like you said I said it. All them things got to be taken in place when you talk about a year ago.
That's true.
You might be rephrasing what I said,
Do you still like him at any little bit, or do you hate him all 100%, Mickey?
I don't hate, bro. You hard pressed to find many people I really hate. I might hate how they act.
Okay, maybe not.
I don't care.
Do you want him here still?
Bro, we are. Why do we do this? He's not going anywhere. Drop it. He's not going anywhere. It's not about what I want. Right. Come on, what are we gonna do? This call-in show with 133 viewers ain't gonna change if Mickey Loomis is here or not, whether I hate him or not. He's gonna be here. He is engraved in this franchise. Probably till he dies.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. All right. The last thing is, in that hypothetical, how?
Bro, I gotta open up the phone, motherfucker. Jesus, I mean, how long? And he's gonna call back too. So, I mean, that's good Lord, have mercy. I've been having a lot of bill collectors call my phone today. I don't even owe them no money. They not bill collectors. What do you call them when you got a landline and they spam your phone up? Telemarketers. A lot of telemarketers calling me today. I don't know what's going on. Spread quarters.
Mayo.
Yo,
it's Fish Fry, bro. What's up?
Fish Fry, what's going on? I'm already starting to sweat, man. I'm fucking worried about what the Saints are going to do.
God, dude. I'll make $100 bet that they shit the bed.
You say you make $100 that they shit the bed? Well, what would be considered shit in the bed?
That we draft the quarterback with the number 9 pick.
So any quarterback we drafted, you wouldn't be happy?
No. Right. We can't even protect the one we got now. Not Derek Carr. I ain't saying that.
I think the Saints are going to draft a DN or a lineman. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I think we need to, man. I think we need to draft what's the edge rusher from
Georgia?
I can't remember his name.
From Georgia?
No.
Don't say not Shamur Stewart, huh?
No. Hell no. I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, I'll tell you what. I got to go back to Wrestlemania. We can't continue the show without talking about the Hall of Fame class and John Cena making his last walkout brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, I watched that whole Hall of Fame show. It was on till 3:30 in the morning. I watched the whole thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I cried a couple times just because that's how much I love wrestling.
Triple H came out and it threw me back to him and Shawn Michaels, man.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels' speech was good too. You know what I'm saying? And Triple H's, I listened to all an hour and 11 minutes of it. So, no, I always watch the Hall of Fame. It's good. Lex Luger, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really fuck with him. Because you know who was in the house when Miss Elizabeth died. And I don't forget that.
No doubt. Dude, the Divas get sexier every year. I can remember watching them when I was young, but God bless.
No.
They look hella good.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Liv Morgan's fine, but not many of them girls today, let's just be honest, look better than Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, Sable.
You're right. You're right. It might just be them a little, they probably look better now that they're older, The Carter guy from Penn State's the edge rusher name that the Saints need to draft, man.
Oh, Abdul Carter?
Yeah.
Fish Fry. have you looked in anything? I mean, I'm not saying I'm an expert. Have you looked at anything on the draft?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So what makes you think the Saints are about to get Abdul Carter? You think they're going to trade up?
They need to, man. We need something other than Chase Young just moving them big ass feet.
All right, Fish Fry. Well, I appreciate the call, dude.
But yeah, bro, I got to get back to drinking. I got a bottle of tequila waiting on me, bro. I got to get back. I'm chilling right now. I'm about to pull it out.
I'm sure that bottle. All right, dude. Later. DJ Trauma. If we don't get a QB in round 1 or 2, I'm going to lose it. If we don't leave with a QB at all, QB in round 3 to 7 is a waste. I agree with that right there. QB in round 3 to 7 is a waste. Absolutely, because we already have that experiment. Yeah, we already have that experiment, so no need to double up on that or really triple up on it because you got Spencer Rattler and Jay Kana. It's so 50-50 once you draft a quarterback, and I'm not saying that they haven't had quarterbacks that were, but I don't want to take that risk and that be who we sending out there. Which, by the way, they're gonna have to, if we ever did do that, all these guys would have to compete with Rattler and Hana at the end of the day. Yeah, Fish Fry has no clue what he was talking about, but good guy nevertheless. Sean Payton is trying to sneak in the top 10. Watch the Saints trade with him. I do. That's interesting. I think that they want Genty, but I also think that the Cowgirls want Genty and T-Mac. So I could see the Cowgirls trading into the top 10. I could see Denver doing it. But anyway, the Titans are about to pick. Obviously, they're about to pick Cam Ward. Yeah, Scrim, this QB class is... It's not... Like, to be honest with you, I think Shador is better than Cam Ward. But I think neither one of them... I mean, look at the QB class, just for instance, last year. Bo Nix wound up making it to the playoffs. J.J. McCarthy got hurt. Look at what Jaden Daniels did. I mean, this QB class doesn't hold a candle to last year's. Just doesn't. It's not even close. But I'm ready to see what Cleveland's going to do, because if they move around, if Cleveland moves around at all, shit's going to get really hectic in those first 10 picks. Also, I'm ready to see what the Raiders are going to do, because you never know what they're going to do. Denver with Genty is like Sean. Yeah, I do think Denver's trying to get Genty for sure. Put some dudes around Rattler. He could be special. Curtis in the chat. Yeah, I mean, you need so many players on this team, dude. Yeah, you got to build the team. I'm with that. I like that. I don't like the idea of going to draft another quarterback right now. I would just wait another year. I'm just going to be honest with you. As long as Derek Carr's not my starting quarterback, I'm at peace. I can eat at the table fine, and I'm willing to watch whatever. I just don't want to watch him again. I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a shot, but I don't want to have a shot with Derek Carr, because it's not a shot. It's not a shot. We all know how that inevitably happens. Hopefully he never comes back. Don't think he is. In fact, I think we could just move on. Like I said, I could see the Saints drafting O-line or DN right here, like reasonably. Here we go. Trade. And it looks like the Jaguars just moved up. The Jaguars just moved up. Okay. The Jaguars just moved up for Abdul Carter? No. The Jaguars just moved up for Travis Hunter. The Jaguars just moved up for Travis Hunter. No, they're not taking Genty at 2, huh? I'm waiting for him to tell me what they got for that. It's got to be Travis. Yeah. Travis Hunter. Hey, Trevor Lawrence ain't going to have no excuses. Not that he really has, other than he's just getting the shit hit out of him. But Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter. Yeah, I don't think we're going to draft Tyler Warren. I don't think Tyler Warren's going to make it to the Saints. Just my opinion. I don't think he's going to make it to the Saints. I could see... Let's see. Okay, yeah. I could see the Jets getting him. Bro, this thing trying to do an upgrade. Get out of here. Doing no update right now. Get out of here. Yeah, I could see the Jets going after him. Shit, the Panthers could use him. The Panthers don't have no weapons. The Panthers could use T-Mac. Don't sleep on the Raiders. Potentially getting a receiver or a tight end. Or no, not tight end, a receiver. The Jags just moved to 2. That's going to be Travis Hunter. Yeah, the odds did go in favor of the Saints drafting Dart. I still don't think it's going to happen. Just my opinion. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line. Hello? Call me back. The Cowboys might get one. I could see the Cowboys getting T-Mac too. They're going to have to trade up for whatever they do. Because I think the Cowboys want Genty as well. Don't see Will Campbell dropping, brother. I think he's a Patriot. Will Campbell is going to be a Patriot, brother. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Hey, what's going on, Devin, man? It's Mark out here in Jefferson, my brother.
Well, what's up, Mark?
Hey, dude, question for you, man. With Nuss's dad being on with the Saints now, what is your opinion on them drafting more LSU wide receivers and possibly Nuss next year? Not definitely not this year, but like, I mean, are they gonna? You think they're gonna look at more players for that? I mean, opposed to what Sean Payton used to do.
Dude, I got to be honest. So you got Nuss in there. You got Scott Tolzien, who's a former quarterback. Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of brains for the quarterback. So you would think that they got to figure something out, right?
Right.
And they may believe in Rattler for another year, whatever. But, man, that's why they did all the quarterback research was because, dude, they got a bunch of QB minds in there. I mean.
Exactly.
So, I don't know, bro. Like I said a few minutes ago, I don't think that they should use a first round. I just don't think they should use the number 9 pick on a quarterback. I just don't.
No, you're right. No, I mean, they got Rattler, man. I mean, I say just, dude, give it another year. He's young. Like, I mean, I got a friend of mine. My friend's roommate is this young cat, and he kind of hit me on Rattler, and like with that, why his stock fell or whatever with that stupid Netflix stuff. But dude, he's good. He's got the talent, and if he's kind of I could be speaking out of turn for this, but he reminds me of Jalen Hurts, and just with his mobility and just the way he plays, maybe a little bit smaller, but I mean, if they could run, if they could bring that style down here, man. I mean, I think the Saints, this Derek Carr shoulder injury is a blessing in disguise.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I think it's over with Carr. I mean, I really don't think we even have to talk about it. I think it's just. He's a wussy in many ways, and we signed that, and we are now getting over it. It's so immature at this point that we shouldn't even allocate brain cells on it.
Well, dude, who's? I mean, I've been out the loop, and I haven't been listening to you much, but who's more hated, Goodell or Derek Carr in New Orleans right now?
Derek Carr, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
The Goodell thing's actually. As time has went on, Tom, what do they say? Time heals all wounds.
All wounds, yep.
Right? This is a fresh wound right now that the Band-Aid's not, the Neosporin ain't fixing it. You know what I'm saying? It's an open wound, bro. He just left us with an open wound.
Well, dude, when I think you said it, when he said that, what was it? That he moved back to California, and like a friend of mine showed me where he lived in Old Metairie, and I'm like, dude, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. So whatever Mickey's thinking, I don't know, man. I mean, that's an egotistical thing, and I just, like I said, man, like you said, just let's put it to bed and just, you know, let's look forward to Rattler next year, you know?
Yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying Rattler's going to be a star. I'm just saying give him another year, and I'm willing to watch it. That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't agree with you more, man. I mean, look, I mean, what we had the last few years, I mean, at least we know what we have, and then, you know, give it a shot. If it doesn't work, hey, man, you know, move on from there.
All right, here we go. We're about to have another pick. All right, my brother. Well, I appreciate the call.
Devin, appreciate it, man. Yeah, you're right, man. Who that? Take care, brother.
Who that, man? Take care. Dude, get out of here with this software update. Apple's on. This is Derek Carr. This is Derek Carr. Apple, we want to do an update. Restart your computer tonight or whatever. I already told you, try me later. That's what I told Apple. Then they just popped up again. This is some Derek Carr shit. I don't want to do an update. See what we got here. The pick's in. Second pick, Jaguars. I mean, you have to think it's Travis Hunter. Yeah, I'm willing to watch Spencer another year, man. I don't want to use a number 9 pick when they got. If this draft's good for something, bro, this draft's good for edge rushers. You got a few good linemen in there. You got some good running backs. Fuck, bro. What about Cam Scatterboo later on? Cam Scatterboo would be loved in New Orleans. If we could make that happen, I would be ecstatic, like would buy the jersey. Travis Hunter, Jaguars, teaming up with Brian Thomas and Goldilocks. Yeah, I mean, who's on that O-line? Who's on the Jaguars O-line? Well, hasn't that been the problem? I mean, I guess, look, but you know what? Can't hate on him because I'd want Travis Hunter too. Yeah, man. Ezra Cleveland. These dudes look. Oh, they about to use him at corner? Well, I think he's going to play both. I think he said he's going to play both no matter what. He said he don't want no team to draft him that don't want him to play both. Yeah. Scrim, yeah. He said he don't want to go to any team that don't want him to play both sides of the ball. Interesting. All right, so what we got next? We got the Giants next. Who we thinking for the Giants here? I mean, you would think it would probably be Abdul Carter. Gotta be. No way Abdul Carter falls another pick. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Oh, man, I can't believe I'm on.
Yeah, no. Hey, bro, we just getting started.
Oh, cool, man. First time caller. There's Chris from the Dell.
What up, Chris?
Nothing much, man. I just want to talk Rattler, dude. I think I like him. I mean, I like Stewart. I like Dart. I'd be okay with us drafting either. But I think what I noticed about Rattler, one, he's tough. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Complete opposite of Carr. Two, he's always working, man. He's at the facility.
I agree.
He's trying to get better.
I agree. Look, you gotta love the work ethic from Spencer Rattler, and for him to put up. I mean, dude, this guy. I hate to bring him up again. Shit, but Derek Carr is 34 years old. He's been in the league 11 years. And Spencer Rattler nobody handled this situation of Derek Carr being a crybaby bitch better than Spencer Rattler. I mean, a veteran is supposed to help a young quarterback, and be what you should be, which is a pro. And Derek Carr is not. So Spencer Rattler's been dealt a bad hand right off the jump. Because you don't have, it's not like when Jordan Love got in the league and he sat behind it. Even though Aaron Rodgers was being a bitch, at least Jordan Love was able to learn from a guy that was playing really good. Derek Carr don't even play. So,
no.
It's worse than that. It's complete just bullshit. And that's why I don't think he'll ever play football again, in my opinion. Because why would somebody want to pick that up on their team, I
mean, he's making car videos, And then Rattler is out there making videos, doing Instagram shorts at the same practice facility, making throws with guys, trying to get better.
Yeah, I do think that there's.
I like that.
I do think that there's something. I mean, naturally human about Rattler, where he's like, "Oh, well, this guy who's supposed to be the $40 million guy is doing this. Let me show him what I'm doing." Training facility. Like, I do think that he has that, and I love it. I love it.
I think he's competitive. He wants to win, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see about his ability. We'll see about his ability. I like Shador. If they draft, I'll be happy if they draft Shador. I'll be happy if they draft Dart. Either way, but I'll be okay with them sticking with Rattler and seeing what happens. Also, any of the three.
Yeah, I mean that the latter is what I would like to do. I'd like to get a game-changing player at 9. That's where I'd like to get.
Yeah.
So if we can get that, let's do that. I'm sorry, like Jackson Dart, to me, I don't get the vibes of he's our savior. I just don't, and I could be wrong, but I don't get the vibes of that. I don't get the vibes of he's a savior. Shador Sanders, I get more vibes that he could be a savior, but it's still not strong vibes of he could be the savior of this franchise.
He gets a lot of hate on the message boards, like Tiger droppings and things. But
it's Tiger droppings. These guys are farting dust balls on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I mean, these are Wrangler wearing, that's Tiger droppings. I mean, I'm not. That's not shocking to me, bro.
Yeah.
At all.
But anyway, I mean, Shador has a cannon. That's what I like about Shador, and he makes the throws. He made them under duress. He's a tough guy. I mean, I like toughness in the quarterback.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Carr doesn't have that. I mean, I think that's the reason why the Saints fans hated him.
Yeah. No, he's not a hard worker. He was sold as one, but we could see it right away that that's not who he was. And that's just it's the start of a list of all kinds of lies. That's why Derek Carr can't be trusted. Fraudulent. Very fraudulent human. He's got to sleep with it, though. We don't.
Yeah, man. But I'll open up the lines, man.
All right, my brother. Well, I appreciate the call.
Hey, thank you.
All right, man. Who that?
All right, who that?
Abdul Carter to the Giants. Giants defense, bro. It's just been progressively looking better each year. I feel like they always make the moves for the defense. Oh, Mason Taylor's not going to be there in the third, dude. Yeah, I see Mason Taylor going potentially late first, but definitely in the second. Report says Cleveland shopping the 5th pick. Cleveland just all about shopping, bro. Let me go to Schefter, bro. Yeah, Jaguars are expected to play. This is Schefter 7 minutes ago. Jaguars are expected to play their first round pick, Travis Hunter, on offense and defense. Wow. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
Yo, Devin, you got any info on Taysom Hill? Is he in limbo, or they were talking about maybe trading him or something, weren't they? I know he had that injury, whatever his injury was, but I haven't heard any update.
I want to say that Nick Underhill asked the question yesterday during the Mickey Loomis press conference, and Mickey Loomis responded, you know, how he responds. But he basically said it's a really bad injury, and it's going to take a while. So I'm assuming that it could be like into the season, or it's going to take a while though. It's not good. So I don't know if they're going to trade him or not, but I know that as far as him playing, no updates on it being anytime soon.
Yeah, and I mean we're starting to have an age team. I mean, shout out to Cam. I know he's been there for a while, and DeMario. We not saying that they can't do the job, but they can't be there forever. So I mean, we sort of need to start thinking long term. You know, we weren't prepared for when Drew decided to step away, and then we ended up with trash like Carr. So got a lot of irons in the fire. You know. Yeah,
and that's why a lot that I've heard from when I hear about Kellen Moore and what his philosophy is, he wants to build in the trenches. So I mean, I think that starts in just a few minutes when the Saints draft. I think they're going to draft a D lineman or an offensive lineman. That's what I think.
Yeah, you know, and the quarterback, as important as it is, you got to build around him, you know. And I think Rattler, you know, I see a lot of potential in him, and you know, you got to start somewhere, and you just can't put all the pressure on one player, because then you end up with a Derek Carr situation where you're scrambling to find anybody that wants to play.
Yeah, and so. And to be honest with you, bro, like, give it one more year, and I think he deserves that. You know what I'm saying? I think he deserves that 1 year to just see. With hopefully, I mean, you can't be any more unhealthy than what you were last year, right? So,
yeah,
with a little healthier team, let's just see what it is. I do worry about the Saints at receiver. I got to be honest. I mean, they always feel so content at receiver, and they got to get humbled every year, because all it takes is one injury to one receiver, whether it's Shaheed or Olave, and you out there running a bunch of Uber drivers at receiver. That's all it takes. It's all it takes. It takes one. They're not like, they need a big receiver. They don't have depth at receiver, like talking about. I don't know why they think they do. They don't. So
is Michael Thomas still on the roster or no?
No, Michael Thomas been off the roster.
Okay, because I just didn't know. I know he's on Twitter a lot or whatever it is, but I never even knew if he, you know, was ever back or traded or limbo. I don't know. So we got our info from you, Devin. We appreciate all you do.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Who dat?
Enjoy the show. Later.
Yeah, look, when we first started talking about who would I like the Saints to draft, first person I said was T-Mac. I don't even like calling him T-Mac, because I'm 32 and I really grew up watching the real T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how we just be handing names to, like, it hasn't even been that long since T-Mac's been out there. Like, we just taking Tracy McGrady's nickname and giving it to somebody else. All right. I'll never understand it, but yeah, Michael Thomas been gone, bro. DJ Trauma, if you're depressed, have a cure. Read comments on the car review video. Yeah, and he deleted a fuck ton of them, too. That just goes to show you. I don't know. Michael Thomas is my age, Scrum, so if he's going to play, he got to play this year. Yeah, hey, do me a favor. Y'all throw a like on the stream, bro, if we in here. We're going to be here a while. Bro. So if y'all can show some love to the stream, hit a like on it. You know, it helps more people see it on YouTube. More people join. Get some more, maybe, hopefully, different types of callers. The same type of people telling you to try Budge Broiler. Can you believe that shit? I mean, don't ever let nobody tell you that being internet notable is like this great thing. It's not. I'm telling you, bro, it's not. Okay? And it's because of comments like that. I had a motherfucker ask me, have you ever been to Bud's Broiler? They don't even think I'm human. They think I'm a fucking robot, dude. They think I was plotted on Earth when I started All Being All Day, and I never had any experiences ever for the 28 years before it. It's a crazy way to think, but that's what they think. Have you ever tried Bud's Broiler? Motherfucker asked me. I could not believe it. Like, motherfucker, wait, what you think I've been doing? I got a bunch of different examples of this shit, bro. They be asking me all kinds of shit. Have you ever been to Mandina's? Have you ever been? I'm like, gee, have you ever been to the Superdome? Like, good God, we so far away, bro. It's there's no helping these people. No, I was sponsored by Benz in the beginning, Tristan. But they asked me that too. Oh, they tell me. They don't ask me. Go try Benz. You'll love it. And I get like everybody means well, but it's like you got to consider like my age, maybe how long I've been living in the state. You know, I probably tried a lot of this mainstream. I'm not saying Benz is, Bud's is. But who knows? All right, where we at? The pick is in. I think this is going to be Will Campbell right here. The Patriots, they love him. Hey, that Pizza Hut buffet though, back in the day. I'm telling you, bro, that pizza tasted dead. There it is. Will Campbell, Patriot. It's a good pick. It's a good pick, dude. And I mean, they got Stephon Diggs. You know, they got some weapons. I do worry about. Well, no, I don't worry about it. But you know, the Patriots got some old tight ends. I was kind of thinking that they may trade back and get Warren, but Will Campbell's a good pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he's gonna be all pro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't. I think he's gonna be a Pro Bowler, great lineman his whole career. My comparison for him is I said it several times. Jake Matthews, who played for Atlanta, for the Falcons. Jake Matthews, tackle, played there forever. I think he probably still plays there. I think that's a good comp for Will Campbell. I don't think he's gonna be all pro. I mean, he might. I don't want to sound like that, but I think he's going to be a really good player for a long time. Saints about to draft Burt McJack out of Biloxi State Community College. Now they about to draft Isaiah Turner out of Galveston, Texas College. All right, if we're talking about pizza buffets, bro, look, let me tell y'all something real quick. Make sure when you mention pizza buffets, you mention CC's, and that's on me. I should have mentioned it when I mentioned Pizza Hut. But, brother, I'm going to tell you, man, CC's buffet as a kid, not just the pizza, which was endless. You could go, you know, I want to know what it was like because I wasn't smoking weed at that time. I wonder what the stoners were doing at that time when they walked in CC's Pizza. I bet you they had them making a fucking armadillo pizza. They'd make you any pizza you fucking could think of at CC's. And then after you would, first of all, and then the Parmesan cheese and the red pepper flakes, you know what the trick was. You unscrew the cap, let one of your partners come try to put the Parmesan, and then the fucking Parmesan goes everywhere. Love that trick. I would still do it today. And when you were done pizza and dessert pizza, then you went and played Hydro Thunder and fucking Blitz in the cop shooter game. What a vibe. It's the little things, bro. We got too much. Today. So many different ways to be entertained. Bro, we were entertained at that time with 3 games: Hydro Thunder, Blitz, and the shooting game. And CC's Pizza. Dude, CC's. And I know there's still one there. It's in Metairie. It ain't nothing like the one I grew up going to in Chalmette, but yeah, CC's in the 90s, correct. It's not, CC's ain't the same. I mean, you got to figure the economy fucked over a lot of chains, bro. They started going cheaper and cheaper on them ingredients. You know, CC's was making some damn good pizza in the 90s, bro. See, I'm telling you, I think that this is a telemarketer. They've been calling me all day, bro. Watch. Sprite quarters.
What up? It's Wall Drop, aka Roseanne Barr's penis on Twitter.
Why you call ID said Capital Con?
Yep, Capital Concrete. We got a concrete company. We got a concrete company, dog. Y'all need some concrete in South Louisiana. You hit us up.
All right. So
I hope we get Jalen Walker, and if we don't,
I like Jalen Walker.
I'm gonna be pretty upset. You know,
I'm gonna be honest with you. When you talk about making an immediate impact on defense as an edge, I mean, he's a little small. He's a little small, but who cares, huh?
Yeah, dude, the Rams hit last year with Verse, however you say his name.
Oh yeah, bro, he ate us up.
He can talk.
Yeah,
he can talk, bro. We need somebody like that.
Jared Verse or whatever. Yeah,
he's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
And you know, dude, I'm not rooting against Sanders. I don't think he's going to do good, but I'm not rooting against him. I mean, I hope he becomes a good player. You know, but I don't know.
What round do you think? What round do you think Shedeur Sanders would be drafted in if his name was Shedeur Flanders?
The third round, probably.
So you do think he has talent?
Yeah, he's not a bad player. I just don't think he's. I mean, if he was in next year's draft class, we wouldn't even be talking about his name if his daddy wasn't talking Deion Sanders. You know.
What if Archman's name was Arch Flannan?
The jury's still out on that. You know, we ain't really seen him play. We've seen him play 2 games last year.
Yeah, I saw him. He's a good runner.
Maybe 3.
He's a good runner. I didn't see him really throw a whole lot, but yeah. All right, dude.
All right, dog. I'm gonna hit you up.
All right, bro. Later. Mason Graham, Cleveland. Boy, them dudes love that D-line. That's a good pick, too. It's just a good pick. Cleveland can't help themselves, bro. They love D-linemen and defense. That's what Cleveland loves, bro. These guys have had 87 different quarterbacks since like 2000. And they still, bro, they just a defensive team, bro. They want to beat you 9-3. Yeah, they just don't understand an offense. They just don't get it. They just don't. Carolina shopping pick 8. I'd look for Dallas to try to get in there. I'd look for Denver to try to get in there. If the Panthers are shopping it, I'd look for both of them teams. I don't think, dude, I got to be honest with y'all who are saying in the chat that the Saints may draft Shedeur Sanders or thinking, dude, I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback at 9. If they stay at 9. Joe Steele, are people so high to think Sanders will do anything good? Well, I got to be honest, Joe. I think you'd have to be higher than high to think that he won't do anything good. So I think you'd have to be a little higher to think that he won't do anything good. Just my opinion. I do think the Jets are going to get worn. CC's across from Zephyrs Field. Yeah, I remember that CC's too. Yeah, Rodney. I don't need the QB. And I want to get a game changer. I want to get a game changer, bro. I don't see us getting a tight end either. I definitely don't think we're going to draft Will Johnson. He's fallen. He didn't run the 40 and shit, bro. Something's going on there. He's a good player. I don't like the injury history and why he didn't run the 40, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm good on Will. I'm good on Will Johnson. Do I think that Shedeur is better or worse than Bryce Young? Bryce Young looked good at the end of last year. Looked like he finally started figuring out pro football. So I don't know the answer to that. I'd probably say Shador has a higher ceiling now at this point. Will Town, he wants zone, not man, for running a 40. Facts. That's true. Here go the Raiders, though. This is going to be the curveball. Because, dude, what are the Raiders going to do? You never know. You never know what the Raiders are going to do. Wild or Golden Knights? Give me the Wild. Because I got a buddy who roots for them a lot. But I got the Avalanche winning everything. I didn't watch the game last night, though, so I don't know what happened. Raiders taking a running back. Well, if they taking a running back, you know which one it is. Here we go. There he is. Genty to the Raiders. Genty to the Raiders. Mm-hmm. 6 overall pick. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Devin,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Who you got? Who you got? Because it's getting all dicey. Everybody is off the board that they thought they was gonna be. Now where we at?
We either looking at like an edge rusher or a mechanic from 5 Minute Oil Change. I'm not sure which one.
I'm hoping. I think we get Stewart out of.
You like
A&M.
Stewart?
I like Stewart.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. The only Stewarts I like is Little and Scott. Other than that, bro, you can miss me with all them.
Tony Stewart was good too. Back in the day.
Yeah, until he ran somebody over. Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
Yeah, well, we ain't got to talk about all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, watch Stewart run some people over. I mean, I just wanted some flashy shit on the defensive side of the ball. That's all I'm saying.
Well, what about the dude from Georgia? The DN from,
Georgia players, Jalen Carter, they already took him. I'm over it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm LSU through and through. I fuck a Georgia.
Yeah, true. I mean, the last Georgia player that we drafted in the top 10 was a huge boss.
Jonathan Sullivan.
Yeah.
Number 6. Overall, eating fucking nachos on the sideline.
Yeah, it's him. That's him.
Yeah, that's him. I remember.
We don't talk about that guy enough.
Nah, that needs to be brought back. I tell you that.
I'd say I wonder what he's doing today, but I don't even wonder it. So I'm not even going to say it. You know, he's just such a fan.
Yeah, no, I'm a big old fan of the show. And I'm honestly fucking nervous what we're gonna do because I think we're gonna get some slug that's gonna be a fucking guard or something on the fucking O-line, and I'm gonna get pissed as fuck.
Well, I'd prepare for that because that's the other thing that I think's going to happen. I think they're going to draft an O-lineman. So,
it better not be some sub.
I put $25 on them drafting a guy named Thornberry. I think his name's Thornberry. Something like that.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I put 25 on it because that seems like some Saints shit. Here he is right here. He's, what's his name? Oh, Jesus, you got to keep scrolling down to get to this fucking guy. Wait. I don't even see him. Anyway,
he's like the 19th best available.
Oregon.
We're picking in 3 picks.
Yeah, I know. Oregon. They saying they got him rated way lower than what he should be, and the Saints love that shit.
I mean, the Saints, besides the Falcons, all due respect, fuck them. They're the worst fucking drafting team I haven't seen in my fucking life. We're number 2.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to fuck it up again tonight, too.
You got all we do is draft in the first round to let them sit there, get injured, and give them away for 3 years later. And then you got the Zach Bonds of the world winning Defensive Player of the Year. You got Trey Hendrickson. They all leaving. They all fucking shining. What the fuck is Mickey doing?
Well,
He's got blinders on.
One thing that we not considering, too, for when we pick is the Saints could not get their pick in time and just lose their pick. So that's a possibility, too. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, Mickey don't even know the draft today. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, Mickey's going to be like taking a shit and forget that.
Mickey's over in fucking Disney World being Mickey Mouse again.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbass.
You know, Disney World for Mickey, it's basically just a Metairie bar. That's Disney World.
Literally, he goes over to Drago's and fucking, yeah.
He
fucking
juggles
rat
oysters. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck, man. I mean, we're going to see. John, that was a good pick by the fucking Raiders, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, that's right. That is a good pick. If it was by anybody but the Raiders, who know? I mean, look at what happened.
Who else? I'm going to tell you, Kamara's doing his goddamn thing all the time.
Yeah.
But Scatterbo,
hey,
whatever his name is.
Straight up, bro. I want Scatterbo.
I'm telling you, that's a dog.
I want Scatterbo. I want him.
That's a motherfucking dog.
Out of anybody we talk about, we want you to do it, Jackson. Just make sure before this draft ends that Scatterbo is a New Orleans Saint because that's going to work. That's going to work.
That motherfucker left it all out on the field that last game. I felt bad.
He's like Guggenheimer, but like fucking, it's like Guggenheimer and I don't know, like Eddie George just combined. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot for anybody who wants to take.
Guggenheimer and fucking Eddie had a fucking kid. His name's Scatterbo.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, fuck, man. I'll tell you what.
Eddie Scatterbo.
I'll tell you what. If we pick a fucking guard, I fucking swear to God, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I'm already sweating.
Yeah, it's bad enough you got Penn. I mean, you wasted a pick on Penn, and he's going to be working the door at Walmart in about 2 years. He's going to be the guy that if you try to steal something, he chases you, and you can't catch. Nobody can catch you.
Yeah, he can't catch you.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He be wearing one of them circus hats. You know what I'm saying? What were those guys called again? They always stood outside of Walmart with the circus hats. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't know. All right, dude.
All right. Well, hey, love the show. Fucking no lineman, unless it's a badass motherfucker, but there ain't none left. Will Campbell left. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Who that? No O-lineman unless it's Willie Roaf. I want Scatterboo, bro. That's like, if Santa asked me right now, hey, what you want for Christmas in April? I'd be like, give me Scatterboo. Sprite quarters.
Nah, fuck that. Torrey McMillan, here we come, baby. QB1, Spencer Rattler. Let's go.
Rattler to McMillan?
Good. It ain't Spencer Rattler, but it's his boy.
So that's who you want? You want T-Mac?
Yeah, that's who Rattler wants. That's who Cam Jordan wants. That's who everybody wants.
I'm not going to lie. I did watch T-Mac on the red carpet walking into the draft, and he did seem a little suspect as far as, like, I don't know. He just seemed, what's the words I'm looking for?
I know what you're saying. I saw a clip, and I low-key got a little sus about it.
It was sus. It was sus. My favorite color is purple, and then he said something at the end. It was very, bro, listen. It was head-scratching, to say the least.
Nah, for sure.
Because we want tough dudes, bro. We don't want nobody that, if your favorite color is purple, your favorite color is purple. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want no feminine dudes up in here, bro. We want grown men, straight up.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't never been this scared about a draft pick. Like, I'm fucking nervous, bro. Like, honestly, they're saying defense. I really hope it's just somebody fucking good.
Zesty was the word I'm looking. It was how Jamal Williams acted. It's the same way, It's like, okay.
Yeah, when I saw the Travis Hunter trade, I was like, what? And then I was like, fuck, Cleveland's about to get somebody, bro. But they didn't take Shadur. I thought they were gonna take Shadur. But
there goes Membo. He's out. So here comes the
yeah, I just saw that.
here comes the Panthers, and then we next up.
Yeah, we next. We live.
Shit.
Let's go.
Jeez.
This draft is flying by.
It is. It is. All right, dude.
Yeah, who? All right, yo.
All right.
Who that? We that. Rat that. Let's go.
Love it. Jets go O-line. Jamal Williams got Starbucks general manager energy. You ain't never lying. Couldn't run out the bathroom. I'm glad he's gone. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all say what y'all want. Oh, yeah, he loves Pokemon, all this, whatever. Dude couldn't run out the fucking bathroom. Spread quarters.
Dad, where you at, babe?
Hanging out, bro. What's happening, bro? Wait, Saints about to pick.
Dude, I'm thinking the Arizona wide receiver, by the way. Another big fat bust was the Georgia guy, John Jenkins. Remember who was drafted?
Oh, yeah, John. And you know what? They gave him a lot of chances, too. They did. He played on some good teams.
He did. After he left, yeah, he did all right. But another one is the Florida State cornerback. I don't want him. I don't know if he was supposed to be a first or second round, but.
Oh, we talking about this year?
Yeah.
I'm good on all Florida State corners, you know. I'm just good on them.
But you thinking Shadur or the Arizona wide receiver?
I tell you what, dude, the T-Mac hype is picking up just since I've been on the show. So I just feel like that could happen, or the Saints could trade. You know, I'm going to tell you who wants T-Mac bad. It's the Cowgirls. So maybe you could see a Saints Cowgirls trade there. Yeah. But I'm thinking that they're going to go O-line, D-line, 1A, 1B, whatever one happens. I think your wild card would be T-Mac, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted that Michigan defensive tackle, but yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, well, yeah, he wasn't going to make it. He wasn't going to make it. But, yeah, let's get Scatterboo, too, please. Let's get Scatterboo.
All right, man. Love the show.
All right, dude. Take care.
Who that?
Yeah, and I love and I love Walker, bro. So I'd be happy with that. Panthers just got T-Mac. I knew it, bro. I texted my boy Tommy today. I said, bro, why wouldn't the Panthers get T-Mac? Who are they throwing it to? Adam Thielen? You know, who actually played pretty decent for his age, but who are they throwing it to? I mean, and that's what the Panthers do. Like, they've taken shots on receivers, and they haven't worked out, and they still taking them. And let's just see. I mean, I think this is the best chance they've taken. I think T-Mac's going to work out. Spread quarters.
All right, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real quick. I'm gonna tell you two men I want to see. Within the Saints need to be talking about these guys more. It's two Sooners, Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman Jr. You got to look at there. We need a safety. We need a linebacker. Those are two men I feel like are underlooked in the entire draft class.
Well, I haven't heard a word about Danny Stutzman, but yeah, I know about him. The Oklahoma middle linebacker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the size, so I'll just go ahead and let you know that. We run a 3-4 defense. I don't love the size. Who else you said?
Billy Bowman Jr. He was Oklahoma safety.
Okay.
The only reason I bring up these two men, right?
Are you an Oklahoma Sooners fan?
Look, I left the state. It's unfortunate. They gave me some good money. But I do believe in these men. Watching them this year, those are probably our only two good players out in the Sooners right now.
Are you a Sooners fan now?
That's what we are.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I am.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, no, I appreciate you highlighting them. I mean, look, last year, during the season, I was high on that linebacker. I don't know what it is. I'm just not as high as I was. But maybe you're right. Maybe we just overlooking it.
Because I don't know. It's just something about them, right? They're great players, all that.
It's the Oklahoma linebacker legacy, too. That has a lot to do with when people think about an Oklahoma linebacker, you know, they think about fucking a lot of big names. So I don't think.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, Danny Stutzman is going to be the next one.
Okay. All right. We'll see. But he ain't going to play for the Saints.
All right. Hey, anyway, who dat?
Who
Go
that?
Saints. Go New Orleans.
I, my brother. He just likes Oklahoma, I guess. Them dudes can't tackle, bro. That's the problem. They can't tackle. You know what I'm saying? You got to wake up and be ready to tackle motherfuckers like Derrick Henry in the NFL. You got to wake up early in the morning and be ready to tackle Derrick Henry. You know how hard that is? Like, bro, I watched Derrick Henry play on Christmas, and I was thinking to myself, damn, that fucking sucks to wake up Christmas morning and have to go tackle Derrick Henry. You can't ask for a worse thing from Santa. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
What up?
I don't know. What's up with you, bro?
Not much. I'm watching the live.
All right, well, what you think?
I think the Chiefs will win.
Do who?
Chiefs?
What about the Chiefs?
I think they'll pack your home.
Motherfucker, I don't even know what language you speaking. Like, what were you speaking just now? Cherokee? I don't know what the fuck that was. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
Mayo,
Yeah.
if we draft fucking Shedeur Sanders, that'll be the last time I watch the Saints play.
Why? Why does it make you feel that way? I mean, you act like we drafted Osama bin Laden.
Nah, Mayo, I can't. No one even showed up to his goddamn birthday party.
Wait, to Shadeur's?
Yeah, he's a loser.
Well, you don't feel bad that nobody showed up to his birthday party, bro? I mean,
Fuck no, Mayo.
well, fuck. I'm
I
never
want
inviting
Dart.
you to mine
I want Dart. Why not, Mayo?
because you don't care about birthday parties. You know what I'm saying? If I had a birthday party at the bowling alley and nobody showed up, I'd feel like shit.
I don't know, Mayo. I want Dart.
You think Dart's a savior, bro? He's not. I'm sorry. He's not the savior, dude. He's not the
You
savior.
think Shedeur is?
No, I'm not saying, bro. People on the internet try to make this a what and what. I'm good on both of them. Hey, if the Saints draft either one of them, I'm not pissed. I'm not going to go throw the TV in the street. Nothing like that.
You want Deion Sanders up the Saints' ass 24/7?
Do I want Deion Sanders up the Saints' ass? Yeah, I'd like for anybody who is legendary to be up the Saints' ass right now. I mean, we don't have enough of that. That's actually that's a huge problem. We don't have enough. We got guys that fucking drink at Metairie bars that are up our ass, like Mickey Loomis. You know what I'm saying? We need more legends. We need Drew on the staff. We've been saying that. Why?
We do.
I mean, the checkbook they should fill out every check in it. The pick is in, bro. The pick's in.
All right, Mayo. Good luck.
All right. Motherfucker, good luck to you, us. Good luck to us. Oh, no, that's right. He is still on the board, bro. Banks is still on the board. Oh, God. Because the Raiders were supposed to draft him. Remember? Oh, man, here we go. Spread quarters.
Dan, it's Bayou Bread. What's up?
What's going on, Bayou Bread?
Not too much, man. The old boy that just called talking about Dart got to be outside of his fucking mind, dude. Dart with the 9th pick would be a fuck up. If you're going to go quarterback at 9, it got to be Shedeur, period.
Hey, do me a favor, bro. Call me back in 5 minutes. Call me back in
All right.
5 minutes. All right. All right, dude. These fucking guys, bro. Fucking Saints, bro. This is the 27th ranked overall prospect on NFL.com. If it's true. Did we pick Banks or did we draft Shedeur? What happened? It just says the pick is in on the TV. I haven't seen anything yet. I see people in the chat saying Banks, which it does make sense because the Raiders were supposed to pick him. He was definitely supposed to be in the top 10. Oh, Underhill tweeted. Nick Underhill just tweeted every draft. Dude, I got clips from years ago of me having the same exact thing happen. It was like Nick Underhill tweeted. There it is. The Saints are taking Texas offensive tackle / guard. You know, it can never just be one because the Saints love that shit. They love to confuse everybody they fucking put on the line. Hey, you play tackle or you play guard? Or you play guard, you play tackle. Or, well, we'll draft this guy next year. We'll swing you to tackle and then swing him to guard. And this is so Saints. It's actually not even. It's not funny. Calvin Banks with the 9th pick. You couldn't have. You don't think you could have maybe traded down for that? Maybe I'm looking. Look, he was projected to go to Raiders, and I knew that the Raiders would be the curveball in all this. Because, you know.
You gotta be fucking. It's Ronnie. My bad. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
Yeah, it's just a pick.
You gotta be fucking shitting me. They never make moves to go up. They never make moves to get more picks, and they draft this slug.
I'm looking at a pitch. Hey, and I'm looking at a picture right now, and of course, the first thing I see is the knee braces, which I know the O-linemen, they wear the knee brace, but you know, you hate to see that. Like, it's always a knee brace in the pick. It was a knee brace.
He's already hurt.
It was a knee brace with Brzee. Saints love drafting a motherfucker with a knee brace. They love it.
They got him guaranteed a signing to get a job at Ashna in a fucking room. Like this, you gotta be fucking me. Kelvin, you gotta be fucking kidding. You can't be. I'm over it.
Kelvin.
Never a pick. Never a good pick.
I mean, the Raiders. Here's the deal: the Raiders passed on this guy. You know, that's when you know, because they were projected a lot in a lot of drafts to draft this dude, Calvin Banks Jr. I had forgot he was in the draft until somebody said that's who we were drafting, and then I remembered. Oh yeah, the Raiders were supposed to draft him. 6'5".
Rat fucking bastard Mickey Loomis, the fucking Mickey Mouse rat bastard. Selects Kelvin and yeah, I got nothing against the kid. Hook him, fuck it, whatever. But like, why the fuck we doing that at number 9?
He won the Lombardi Trophy as the best lineman in college football.
Yeah, with 2 knee braces on and a fucking fake hip.
Well, he gonna love the food.
I don't know about the hip, but I'm just saying, I'm not happy about this one. I'm not. Fuck.
He's big as shit. I mean, there's no way he don't work out. That's the good news. Like he's.
Yeah, but who's he going to protect? Hana? Fuck.
Yeah.
You're going to waste this guy's good year on fucking Jake Hana.
He's a big motherfucker. Banks Jr., huge. Bro, this dude's massive.
And I guess I just don't like the O-line pick. God bless the guy. He's fucking probably one of the nicest guys ever. He's probably a great player. I ain't looking for that at number 9.
Motherfucker, Budge Broiler gonna hate to see this boy coming. That's all I know.
That's his first fucking gig. That's his first gig.
Dude, it's...
All right, Mayo. Ronnie's out. Fucking, I guess we're gonna see what they're gonna do the rest of the fucking weekend. Let's see 19 linemen selected, fucking, and trade all of our other picks out to 2028 to pick out a fucking guard.
You know, the thing for me is the O-tackle / guard. I love how they love picking that, you know?
Because you know the tackle, this guy's got a day just on. He's got a day just. He just got drafted 9th overall. I kind of like it. That's humbling. One of the cheapest Rolexes you can get. I fuck with it. Fuck it.
All right. Well, yeah. Let me go. I got to process this.
All right. Do your thing. Do your thing.
He's from Humble, Texas. That's it's one of the places where Live PD. Any Live PD fans in the chat? Used to watch Live PD. They were always in Humble, Texas. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
Mayo, it's me again. I've seen this movie before already. A fucking O lineman? Are you kidding me?
No.
I would rather Shadur. I would rather Shadur than what we just got.
Yeah, well, at least this guy, they saying in the chat, he's not injury prone. So even though he's got the knee, they keep the knee braces on O lineman because that's the easiest position where you can tear your shit. I remember this when I played tight end.
Right. I mean, Oscar will find a way to fuck him up.
I'm sure.
I'll leave you be, man. I just want to call back in.
All right, dude.
Fucking pitiful.
All right, brother.
Take care.
Justin, appreciate the super chat, bro. It's very nice of you, bro. It is comedy. But you can't, look, here's the thing. You cannot go into Saints drafts thinking that we about to make this electric pick. It never happens. Never happens. That's why people filled the Superdome when we drafted Reggie Bush. Because it was an exciting pick, bro. You can't expect the Saints to always do this to you. And I'm going to be honest with you. The one thing I got to say about drafting the O-lineman again, we have used, I know I talked about this on the show. Here, let's go real quick and look at NFL. Let's go look at Saints NFL drafts history. Okay? These guys have been steady on draft. It's not like you have to, it's not like, oh, hey, let's get this out the way. You know, they've already, dude, I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure 6 of the last 12 drafts, they've drafted an offensive. Let's look at it. Fuaga last year in the first round. Trevor Penning the year before. All right, so I'll just say it like this. Fuaga last year. That's one. Then you had Brzee in the first round the year before. Then you had Trevor Penning as a first-round pick the year before that. Cesar Ruiz 2 years before that. So that's 1, 2, 3. Eric McCoy, who you hit on. And that was actually second round, but that was your first pick of that draft. Ryan Ramczyk a couple years before that. Andres Pete in 2015. I mean, these guys stayed. Armstead in the third, and you know, they stay drafting offensive line, but so many just haven't quite been, I guess, what you thought they were going to be, but you still played them. Cesar Ruiz, I remember that one. I was sitting right here doing a live show in 2020 when we drafted Cesar Ruiz. I'll never forget it. I had never heard of him. Scrim, thank you, brother. Love you too, dog. Hey, you know what, bro? I don't feel as bad about this. Mark is blowing up the phone. Mark, what's going on?
Hey, Devin, what's up, brother? It's Mark again from Jefferson. I just want to say, man, with this pick, I don't know, man. Hopefully the Saints have a good season this year because you said the Raiders passed on. That ain't good, bro.
Well, yeah, but that also says that he was supposed to go 6th. So it was one of them situations where I think, bro, here's the deal. I think the Saints were drafting an offensive lineman no matter what, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And bro, I'm telling you, bro, like I think if he wouldn't have fell, because they probably looked at that like, oh shit, this dude fell? Like, what the fuck, bro? He won the Lombardi Award, best lineman in college football last year. So, but I think if he wouldn't have fell and he would have got drafted, I think you could have seen the Saints drafting somebody even more. Maybe you didn't expect, which would have been like that dude Booker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was there was another offensive lineman too that I think's still out there. But anyway, I think they could have even went even more random. I think you got to look at this like they didn't expect this guy to fall. Bro, look, statistics say drafting an offensive lineman in the first round, you have the least chance for it to be a bust. Now,
right.
The Saints figured out a way to get one of them and Trevor Penning, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, I'm going to say this, man. As much as I want to hate on Mickey Loomis and everything, part of me also wants to say that, you know, 90% of the time he fucks up. Maybe this is the 10% of the time that he's going to get something right. So hopefully, man, he backs into some success and that we, you know, we can fucking get out of all of this last 4 years and the post Drew Brees stuff, man. I mean, because there's part of me that says, bro, it's a doomsday scenario, but then part of me is like, maybe he knows what he's doing.
Well, here's the deal, bro. At least you ain't gonna look. You should not have to spend a first round pick on an offensive lineman again for like the next 5 years. I mean, seriously. I mean, you've drafted so many to where at least we good for the next 5 years. And I'm gonna be honest, like first impression, looking at this guy's size and shit.
Yeah,
I just don't see how he doesn't work out. I don't see how he doesn't work out. I mean, this guy is massive. This guy.
Well, shit, I hope so. I mean, because, dude, the Saints pick fucking offensive linemen. They collect offensive linemen like your grandma fucking picks fucking grocery bags, bro.
Chicago picked Loveland over, what?
Yeah, bro.
What kind of, what? Loveland? Okay.
But the Bears are going to Bears, bro, you know?
Okay. That's crazy. That boy's name's Colston. First name, Colston. All right, dude.
All right, man. I appreciate it, Devin.
All right, bro. Later. Man, what happens from here? This is kind of... I'll tell you what, that top 10. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it, my girl. Okay, look. Let me tell you about the knee braces real quick. When you see an offensive line, and look, I'm the first one. The first thing I noticed, I said the Saints drafted another guy with knee braces. But when you see an offensive line with knee braces, like that's a lot of offensive linemen wear knee braces, bro. It's to protect them from getting ACL injuries. You got to think people are cutting down on them. All kinds of shit's going on, bro. So that's been like that in football forever. When I played high school football, I was a tight end, and I'm telling you, bro, everybody was wearing knee braces on the O-line. Hurt or not hurt. Spread quarters.
What's up, dude?
Yo.
Man, I just thought the Saints were going to do something different for once, man. Like, I respect the trenches. I know we need it, bro. I know we need it. But Jalen Walker on the board. I really wanted Ted McMillan.
Me too. I like McMillan. But I'm going to tell you who he's going to. Dallas. Oh, I'm sorry. He went to the Panthers. I was about to say. Because I know Dallas wanted him bad.
We got to play that motherfucker 2 times a year. 2 times a year we got to play that motherfucker. I was hoping for him. Now I got to play against him.
All right. So, look. Here's the thing now. The history of receivers in Carolina just ain't been... I mean, they've drafted a bunch of receivers, you know.
You ain't lying.
That's going to come down to Bryce Young and that offense. I do think it was a good pick for him now, McMillan. I do.
No, I agree, man. Bryce Young can throw it to that motherfucker, and he's going to get it 9 times out of 10. So I'm a little hot right now. But, hey, as you said, I don't think he was going to drop, so I respect it. I've been listening for a little bit, man. My name is Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy.
Good to talk to you, bro.
Yeah, good talking to you, my brother. Thank you for calling. Call anytime, Jimmy.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, dude.
Bye.
Later. Man, offensive lineman, bro. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
Mayo.
Yo.
Good man, brother. How are you?
Oh, Jesus. What's going on?
I don't know what it is. I'm low to a fault. I'm excited for the team. Not like the pick makes me excited for this team. I think Kellen Moore is going. I was just with this great team with the best O-line maybe ever. Let me try and build the fucking trenches up for this team, and maybe we can, become a better offense because we actually have a good O-line for once in the last 10 years.
And the Saints may not be done. The Saints may not be done. They could trade. This is what I'm gonna tell you. I don't see him drafting a quarterback anytime soon.
No shot.
I don't see it. I don't even see it in a second.
No shot.
I don't. I think that's over with. I think we can move on. And I think you just drafted a huge, massive offensive lineman. He was projected to go 6. He won best lineman of the year last. I mean, he should work out. He should work out. So now, who do you draft with the 40th pick? That's
I mean,
that's going to be
I completely.
it's gonna be a,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying that's going to be even more interesting to me, even more meaningful pick is who you draft with that next pick.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I think anybody that thought, oh, we might get a quarterback and like gum smacking Mickey is not gonna try and cross his own words. Like he's not gonna try and make himself look even dumber by saying that he was wrong about call. It's not gonna happen. So it was never even a thought in my head. But I think the second round pick. I mean, you can obviously go a lot of ways. I like to think you go based off of what your head coach is, his focus is, the offense. So I think it's going to be another offensive player. I could be wrong, obviously, but I think we need to get another weapon on the offense for sure because our wide receivers are always hurt. I think we need a wide receiver.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we should not be secure with our wide receiver depth. I just don't think it's even close, to be honest with you. I think Shaheed's a 3. We play him at the 2. I've never liked it. I think that he's gonna get injured. I'm not saying he's gonna, but he's injury prone. And so is Olave. Let's just call it what it is. So why wouldn't we draft a receiver? And I'm gonna tell you who I like at receiver, the Ole Miss receiver. That's a big body guy. You know what I'm saying? That would be perfect. I'd love to see us draft him.
Yeah, I definitely. I almost feel like it's like written in the stars that Besh gets drafted here. Like I kind of feel like it's one of those draft things. Like the big story of that happening. They're going to pause the whole draft to talk about it. I really hope that happens. I think that'd be really cool.
All right, Zen man. Well, what else you got, bro? You been doing any research on who's doing Zen and who's not? You gave that up.
I know I didn't give it up. It's the off season, so I'm conducting my research. Once we have a proper full roster, that's when I'm going to start, fucking dropping them out like dimes.
I don't believe you, but all right, Zen man.
All right, have a great night, man.
All right, dude. I see you, Looney. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I feel like I never have a good I don't never have a good reaction to such a generous deed. I'll never have a just really nice. Thank you, man. Like the fuck, bro. Thank you so much. Scram, you too. Everybody. Amy. Y'all are good people, man. Thank y'all. Randy. Spread quarters. Randy. All right, Randy. Jack Bash. Yeah, Tyler Warren. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on with that. Spread quarters. River Parish Trash Line.
Hey, Devin. I said a couple of weeks ago, if you remember, that the Saints were going to go offensive line number 1 and tight end number 2. And I can see him going with a big tight end that could go across the middle because that's a huge position in need for the Saints.
They re-signed Juwan Johnson. Not saying that suffice. I'm just saying they did that. So they put money into him. Obviously, Foster Moore is going to be on his team again. So could you see him drafting a tight end in the second round? Like, could you see him getting like Mason Taylor?
I can see him doing that because Juwan Johnson, I think, was just to have something this year. And if they're going to be looking for the future, going to go tight end. That's just my opinion about it. I said it a couple weeks ago. That's just my thoughts on it.
So how do you feel about the pick?
Oh, I mean, just the second year in a row we got a washing machine. I mean, we do know that the offensive line is in need. So I was not surprised that they went offensive line at all. I'm okay with it because, I mean, Kellen Moore came from the Eagles, and what did everybody say? Like, the Eagles won a Super Bowl because they won in the trenches. So that's his philosophy. So I wasn't surprised with it, and I'm not hugely disappointed with it. I mean, at least they took a position in need and not something they didn't need, like a kicker.
Yeah. I think I'm all about the trenches, but it's got to pan out. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like we can't get this guy and then next thing you know he's got it's always something random. Like you'll just get a report one morning. Oh, well, so-and-so's knees are growing larger than what they supposed to, and he may be out for the season because his knees are growing too big. It's always some bullshit, so we got to stay away from some shit like that. But I think I feel good about the pick, bro. I would have reacted terribly if I didn't.
Well, we haven't talked since the last time you had the show. It came out that, how long have the Saints been knowing about Derek Carr's injury? I mean, they've been knowing about this shit for a long time.
Well, you got to realize that this injury, the way that the media is portraying how how the Saints knew about it is different than what you may think. So the Saints knew about it when they got Derek Carr in 23. That's when they knew about this AC joint thing. It's not like the Saints knew about it. They've always known about it, but he's always played with it. You see what I'm saying? Don't give him a pass. He is pulling this as something to keep him from showing up. He's pulling this.
I completely.
Yeah.
I agree, but did you just? I just today that said that he thinks that the shoulder injury occurred when he hurt his wrist.
Yeah, but that's bullshit.
That whole thing?
That's bull. He says remember in a statement it said he thinks it could have possibly happened. He's a bitch. We all know people like this. Bro, we all know people who use their words we all know at least one person who uses their words wisely to say something when we know that's not what happened. I could tell you now, the injury that he's talking about maybe getting surgery on, it's an AC joint shoulder injury that we knew about in 2023 when we signed him. It's not, he's pulling this from that far ago. That's the type of bitch you dealing with. Straight up.
Yeah, I'm with you. I hope, like you said earlier in the show, I hope we don't see his ass again. And we done with them, and let's hope this offensive line can protect Rattler, and they can do a little something this year.
All right, my brother. Well, appreciate you calling, man.
Thanks for taking the call.
All right, man. Who that? Wow, the Cowboys. Yeah, I guess they had no choice, and the Cowboys, they love drafting offensive linemen. Yeah, I mean, the reports, he asked for a raise. I mean, this guy is terrible, bro. You know what his worst flaw is? He's so out of touch with reality, you can't even have him on your team. It's how out of touch he is with reality. It's horrible. Spread quarters.
Hey, man, it's JP from Bucktown, bro. What's up?
What's happening?
Bruh, I know everybody's on the fucking Dart, a Sanders hype train. We done got a quarterback, all this bullshit. Bro, I love the pick. And hear me out. We shore up. Let's say this guy pans out, right? I mean, you never fucking know, but you got Fuaga on one side, this Banks kid on the other. You shore up the tackle spots for the next decade. The fucking blueprint was Ramczyk and Armstead. Granted, they didn't last. The fucked up knee, God forbid. But I love the pick. Dart, I watched this motherfucker for 4 years. That motherfucker's not a first-round guy. Not a top 10 guy. Sanders, I could see it. Okay, maybe you got something to stand up, but I mean, investing in the trenches, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
I agree. I agree. And look, and here's the deal: you just drafted an offensive lineman, so that means that, like, people talking about, hey, Walker from Georgia. I get it, bro. Trust me, this is gonna be another year where we drafted a guy who let's just be honest. We need it. You know what I'm saying? We need the help. We missed on Pennon. We need the help. But there's going to be guys that probably go play for the Ravens, whatever, edge rushers, freak. You'll see them every Sunday. They're going to be showing up on red zone, making plays. And we're going to pass up on these guys. And I think that this will be another year that we're going to see guys that we passed on to get this offensive lineman that are going to go and thrive. So you can't be mad at that. That's just the draft. That's just how it is. But I do think this is another year where you're going to see a guy like Walker all over on Sundays and we're like, damn, we could have picked that guy, but we got the washing machine, right? Because we got a washing machine last year. We needed another one. We need we got a lot of clothes.
Hey, you need a washer and a dryer, brother. You can't stay in the house because you're going to be fucking funky if you don't have the washer and the dryer.
That's right. We need the washer and the dryer.
I understand the flash. I understand, the turnovers, the sacks, the this and the that. This is a dude that's going to put his fucking hand in the dirt and maul people. Okay? The dude did it in the SEC, he did it in the Big 12. He did it against quality talent, brother. We're not talking about, North Dakota fucking community college, fucking state, where we drafted Penn and wherever the fuck he was from. We're talking about an SEC 5-star, number 1 offensive tackle coming out of high school, played as a true freshman. I mean, the son of a bitch, him and Will Campbell for all those 4 years was 1A, 1B. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you can't go wrong. I think it was the right pick, but time will tell. This motherfucker could have injury concerns. You just don't know. But based off of what I know, I mean, fuck. I'm gonna tell you right now, Arch 2026, Arch fucking Manning. Well, you can book that.
We'd have to be terrible though. We'd have to be horrible.
I think this roster, brother. I look. I love the players. I love the team. The roster's old. It's full of holes. It's aging. I see us picking again in the top 10 next year. That's just the reality of what I'm looking at. Who knows what the fucking quarterback situation, what happens? Does Carr play? Do we cut him? Do we trade him? Does Rattler play? Does he look amazing? Does he look like fucking Rattler from fucking the Netflix show? You just don't know. But you giving me this roster and you telling me what it is, I'm looking at the age of the roster, brother. We're top 15 pick next year. At least top 15. I'm trying to be optimistic, but let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade.
All right, let me go.
All right, brother. Later.
All right, dude. No, Carr's done. It's over with. He's not coming back yet. And yes, it would be a safety issue. It 100% would be a safety issue. So... Sprite Quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Hey, Mayo.
What's going on?
I told you I'd call you during draft time, baby. It's Gumbo Gary.
Gumbo Gary, what's going on, bro?
Brother Mayo, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I heard the pick, I saw it, and I was a little upset. But after hearing your show and other people's opinions, I'm a little open-minded, you know what I'm saying? I get it. The wash and the dry, that's genius.
It is.
But you know something, man? Let me ask you this, Mayo. Let me ask you this. I have a question. I've got to say something. What do we got to offer? The last guy just said our team's old as shit. And boy, he hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to draft a weapon offensively.
We got Scatterboo, baby. Scatterboo.
You're going to have to draft one because, dude, you just can't go into, all right, you cannot go into the season thinking that you have depth at receiver. You don't. They don't stay healthy long enough. So you could be quickly at ground zero at the receiver position if they don't address it. I don't know what it is with this team about not addressing the receivers. Like, bro, these guys are injury prone, bro. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those guys that you call in the 1 and the 2 are injury prone. Why wouldn't you add a receiver? And you've already proven that you can't just go get one in free agency. You tried to do that with the guy last year. We never even saw, he barely caught a few balls. Cedric Wilson. You can't do it that way. You have to get a good piece there. So they need to look at that in the first 3 rounds. They have to, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, who do we really got? You know what I'm saying? Like, once Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed out, who do we got? Fucking Bub Mean? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah, I'm not sold on really.
I'm not sold either, brother.
Not really sold on any of them other than Olave when he's healthy, but,
That's what I'm saying. Look, man, I love our starters. Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. I love them. But Rashid Shaheed, what does he do? Run down the field 50 yards, catch a deep ball. Chris Olave he's decent as shit. But what happens? You got friggin' Carr throwing them kamikaze bombs at him instead of kill the man. Anyway,
this draft going crazy right now. A bunch of O-linemen. The tight ends were flopped. And then Kenneth Grant, D-tackle to Miami. I mean, the fact that the Georgia guy's still there is just crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ, man, this team is so chopped. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, freaking, dude, you brought up another good point, man. Derek Carr is a bitch. Fuck you, Derek Carr. Just got to say that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You said it's an AC joint? Man, you're so right. I heard my AC joint, and I'm already back to bench 225 again. That was 6 months ago. I'm good. Man, get me on the field. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, Derek Carr.
It's true. Like, think about Drew Brees' AC joint at the end of his career. He, dudes play with, like, bro, you could go to any doctor you want. If you're 34 years old and you've been playing quarterback for 11 years, they probably can find something that they could clean up in your AC joint. And that's what he's doing. It's so, bro, I don't even think that people understand how bitch it is. It's more bitch than what you think. It just is.
I know it. No, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Derek Carr, Mickey Loomis, get the fuck out of New Orleans. Get the fuck out of New Orleans. That's all I got to say, man.
Well, you said it, brother, and I appreciate you calling.
Hey, real quick before you hang up, I just got to say, this is for Uncle Randy. Uncle Randy wanted me to say this on your show. Fuck you, Mickey Loomis. Fuck you, you piece of shit-eating motherfucker. All right, thank you, Mayo.
All right, babe. Yeah, all right. Chad, I'm going to get to that in a second. Spread quarters.
Mayo.
Yo,
it's Buddha and Bell. What's going on? Hey, how you feel about that pick, bro?
I mean, I don't feel horrible. I feel like we getting a guy that should be able to play good on the offensive line for, I'm going to be nice, 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, damn, no Shadeur, no Jackson Dart, you know what I'm saying? But then, like your boy was talking about, the boy from Bucktown was talking about, I mean, it's actually a pretty good pick, I think so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he was projected to go higher.
On the other side. We got Talise on the other side, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he was... Look, bro, if it wouldn't... I'm going to tell you right now, if it wouldn't have been Calvin Banks Jr., who they probably didn't expect to fall to them, it would have been Tyler Booker. It would have been. I'm looking at it right now. The Cowboys wound up getting him at 12. The Saints weren't going to draft Colston Loveland. Michael Williams, I mean, that's who the Saints were projected to draft, but they're not going to get... Again, this is going to be a situation where you're going to see Michael Williams for San Francisco every Sunday making plays, sack, force fumble, all that shit's going to happen, but the Saints always miss out on those guys.
Why can't we just lock the fuck in for the rest of these picks, bro? We got, 8 more picks? Like, why can't we just pull a 2017 draft all over again? Come on, bro. Stop playing.
The Saints always pass on a freak, and I'm telling you, the freak this year is going to be Michael Williams and, of course, the guy you see dropping right now, Walker from Georgia. That's going to be the two guys you're going to be like, damn, bro, the Saints could have got them, and they didn't. But, I mean, it's the O-line, and you got to respect the O-line. It's like buying a washer and a dryer. It's dead-ass.
Nah, definitely, yeah. Hey, shout out to that guy, bro. That was good-ass analogies. Nah, but, I mean, I low-key think we need a receiver, bro. How Gumbo Garrett's talking about, shit, he's whatever. Yeah, he can run down the field, but he can't really catch the ball that well. He's not a one-on-one deep threat, or a one-on-one threat, And Olave, I mean, yeah, he's good, but he gets one more concussion, he's gonna pull some DeMar Hamlin shit and fucking die right in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kamara's getting old. Like, it just looks so bad. I don't know what to do.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody asked me, hey, how do I feel about Calvin Banks Jr., 9th overall pick for the Saints? You know what I'd say? I'd be like, well, he's a big motherfucker. That's the first thing I'm saying. He's huge.
Yeah,
he's fucking massive.
Like 6'5", bro. Yeah, he's good.
He won the Lombardi Award. He won best lineman. They saying on ESPN, when the Saints draft somebody, ESPN always has something that makes you think to say. And I saw it in the chat that they were saying.
Yeah. They always got to get them. Always get the fans, thinking.
I saw in the chat saying, didn't play well this year. If you want to see him at his best, go back to 2023. Anybody the Saints ever draft will have some type of disclaimer like that. It'll never change. Brzee had the same thing. Look, they will always have a disclaimer.
Yeah, I remember that.
Always.
I don't know, but I hope we get some more good picks, for this draft, whatever. But I'm gonna hang up. I'll catch you later, Mayo.
All right, dude. We got Russell Blanchard in the chat. We got the washer, the dryer, and now we can start thinking about the living. Yeah, how about we start thinking about the TV? We got the washer, the dryer. Can we buy a nice TV, motherfucker? I'm trying to be entertained. I'm just gonna call it how it is, bro. And football dudes can say what they want, but at the end of the day, bro, the best success this team ever had was when they drafted an electric dude in Reggie Bush. And it wasn't because Reggie Bush was this all-pro running back. It was because he brought the juice. He brought the excitement, and the Saints just don't pick a lot of guys like that. I'm not saying it has to be a running back. Just somebody you know is going to change the game. It's going to make the people excited. And the Saints just, they really just haven't done that in a long time. Spread quarters.
Yo,
what's up?
Yeah, hey, first time caller here from Charleston, South Carolina. I just I'm going to reinforce what a lot of other people said, but I think we really need to pick up Arch Manning next season. I love his tape. I love his. I just love him. I really think we do. I mean, I'm not adding a whole lot here, so I'm not going to take a bunch of your time, but we really need to reinforce that defense. Yeah.
It's true.
That's kind of it.
It's true.
I'm just pissed, man.
Yeah, it's true. We definitely
look. Poverty.
For anybody that's mad about the pick, you do have an avenue in being mad when thinking you could have gotten a really good edge rusher, But people would have said something about that too, bro, because we've drafted a lot of DNs. So people would have been mad either way. There would have been an avenue for them to be mad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a lot of people venting. And I saw on the Instagram, a lot of people are real pissed right now.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, nobody likes an offensive lineman. I'm seasoned to it at this point. Go look at my reaction when we drafted Cesar Ruiz. You want to see a genuine, holy shit, what the fuck just happened moment? It was that day in 2020. I'll never forget it. I had never heard of Cesar Ruiz. And we drafted him. But now I'm seasoned. We draft offensive linemen like every other year, dude. So now it's like, all right.
Yeah, what are we at? Three offensive linemen in 4 years?
Oh, bro. I mean, you could go back to 2015, which is when we drafted Andres Pete, 13th overall. So that's one right there. In 2017, we took Ramczyk with the 32nd overall pick in the first. In 2019, we took McCoy with our second round pick, which was the 48th overall pick, which he's the best one we drafted, best offensive lineman we've drafted all these years. The following year after McCoy, we drafted Cesar Ruiz in the 2020 draft with the 24th overall pick. We took Pennon 2 years later in 2022 with the 19th overall pick, man. Like, holy shit, man. Northern Iowa. I mean, nobody was more excited in the country than the Northern Iowa fans that night when we decided to take Trevor Pennon in the first round with the 19th overall pick. I mean, they had to have been just blown away. Then we took Fuaga last year. So, I mean, they averaging an offensive lineman every other year, first round.
Yeah, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm just a depressed poverty Saints fan from Charleston, South Carolina. First time caller, been an honor. I'll see you.
All right, man. Take care. Who dat? It started with Pete, though, and I remember that, bro. I remember exactly where I was. I remember thinking to myself, man, fuck, bro. We got the 13th pick, and we got Pete, and then we followed it up with Stephon Anthony with the 31st pick. And then they tripled down. This is the worst draft in Saints history. Holy shit, y'all. Pull it up right now. Pull this draft up. 2015 draft, worst Saints draft ever. It's so bad that P.J. Williams, who I love P.J., man, he's a great Saint, but he was the best player we drafted in that whole draft. Dude, 2015 draft, Andres Pete, first round pick, 13th overall. Stephon Anthony, 31st overall pick. Holohi Kakaha, motherfucker. I thought he was going to be good. 44th overall pick. After Kikaha, how about you triple down on the horrible picks? Garrett Grayson in the third round. Then you got P.J. Williams, who wound up being a long tenured Saint, so you got to respect him for that. Davis Tull, Tyler Davison, Damian Swan had concussion issues. I remember him. He actually played pretty good, but couldn't stay on the field. He had bad concussion issues. And then Marcus Murphy, who was the running back out of Missouri that we thought was going to be good. We got him in the 7th. That was the worst draft in Saints history. Spread quarters.
What's going on, Devin? It's everybody.
Yo, what up, Epic Life?
Man, I ain't watched the show, but I had to call you because I know you was on. What we doing, Devin? I don't have no words, bro. I mean, do we trade back in? Like, what? I even take Jordan as a spot because you're trying to get a quarterback. But I don't get it. What we doing?
Wait, did you see who the Saints drafted?
I thought, yeah, I see, but I'm saying, do we trade back in the first round? I hate that. I don't even want to say his name because what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I don't think you should. I don't think you can count the Saints out for trading up and getting back in the first round. I don't think you can count them out. I think it's probably a 50-50 situation right now. If they can, they can. If they can't, they got the 40th pick. So,
but I'm saying, well, how do you feel about the direction of the pick? I mean.
Oh God, Atlanta just got.
I haven't been watching.
Atlanta just got the dude Jalen Walker out of Georgia, so we're gonna have to deal with him. We're gonna eat this, bro. I'm sorry, bro, because he is gonna be great. He is gonna be a problem in our division. Of course he goes. Of course he goes to Atlanta.
But yeah, bro. I mean, I don't like that at all. If you want Dart, get him at 9. Take it. It's a better risk than another tackle. You could have got him. We could have traded back in and got him for way less. For what you gonna do if you get a quarterback? But I just had to highlight you, man. It's been a minute, and they breaking our heart already, bro.
Yeah, it's terrible. That hurt right there to see the Falcons get Jalen Walker because you know that's going to be the guy that makes you pay for not getting him. But that's all right. Whatever. We have to deal with it. We got the big offensive lineman now. So. All right. All right, dude. So apparently the Saints tried to trade up for Cam Ward. Hold on. I got to blow my nose. Fucking congested. Spread quarters.
What's up, man? It's Bayou Bread again. What's happening? Yo,
what's up? Go ahead, bro. I got to change the battery in my camera.
all good. So it ain't a splash pick, but it ain't a bad pick. But now we got to deal with Jalen Walker, and we got to deal with T-Mac when they're at Carolina. 2 picks that I thought we could have made and been impactful for the team.
It's true. I mean, that's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes with the Saints in the draft. That's how it goes.
Man, you know we're gonna see these cats. They're gonna just fucking blow it up, and then we're gonna be like, we could have got both of them. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, T-Mac got right before us, but still.
Yeah, Dalton in the chat just said it. I feel like the Saints don't care about the playmakers in this draft, to be honest. I think that's true. I think that they kind of, treating it like this ain't the draft for that type vibe. There's good offensive linemen in the draft. There's good edge rushers in the draft. Everything else is kind of, you got some decent running backs, but everything else is kind of whatever,
And I get you don't want to make a stretch pick, especially at 9. You don't want to pick somebody, I guess Kelvin Banks was the safest pick at 9, trying to build a line of scrimmage. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you got to build in the trenches, but I mean, what playmakers do we have outside of Olave and AK?
And that's the problem. So true. That's the other side of it. It's like, okay, well, you feel that way, but we don't. I mean, bro, we are again. Let's just talk about receiver again. And I don't know what they're gonna do, but who's gonna change this in free agency, whatever? Who are they gonna get that's gonna make our receiver depth any better?
And let's look at
But let's look at the attraction to the team for a receiver. You got to come and play with Derek Carr.
No, listen, hear me out. Derek Carr, we can literally rest at peace with this. He is not gonna ever play a snap as a Saint again. It's not happening. It's over with. I'm telling you, it's over.
That would be and I think it's either gonna be Rattler for the season, or don't be surprised if we don't trade back into the first round.
I think that there's a chance we could.
I wouldn't be surprised on that, and hopefully that happens, man. I'll keep watching, but hopefully it turns out good. Keep rolling, Devin.
All right, babe. Take care. Higgins. Yeah, I said that at the end of last year. I said the Saints need to go after T. Higgins, but I'm pretty sure that they wound up franchise tagging him. So, spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
I'm drinking at the house right now because if I go to the bar, I'm gonna fucking fight somebody after that pick. This fucking Morphodite, Mickey. They got more talent left on that board than the fucking 92 fucking dream team. And this fucking Morphodite took a fucking tree trunk fucking O-lineman. Are you kidding me? The amount of talent left on that fucking board to go with a fucking O-lineman. What the fuck? I saw the highlights. The kid can play. But who's he blocking for? Who's he going to block for? Right now, fucking Kellen Moore's the best fucking option we got at quarterback. I mean, Mickey's out here drafting like we just won the fucking Super Bowl. We need fucking playmakers, son. I mean, fuck. We haven't drafted a quarterback in the first round since Archie fucking Manning. We're the longest team in the NFL without a first round fucking pick for a quarterback. Listen, if Arch shows out at Texas and goes into the draft next year and Mickey doesn't draft him, Dale won't be able to save him. He ain't going to be able to save him. He ain't going to be able to go to a fucking McDonald's around here. They'll burn this motherfucker down. Fuck Morphodite Mickey and his stupid fucking picks.
I got to agree with Yam Live on one thing that I just held on to that he said. Kellen Moore is our best quarterback on the team right now. He's the coach. That is true. That is true. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
I love following Yam Live. That's great. It's like the third time I follow Yam Live.
Yeah, well, that's a hard motherfucker to follow, bro. But here you are.
It's the Morphodite, Mickey. You could just tape his little things that he says. It's so funny.
What is he saying? What is a morphid? I got to look that up. I got to be honest.
A morphodite is they have both. It was like they have a dick and a vagina. It's like
why would he?
They don't. You don't hear about it, but back in the 20s, they used to, when they do freak shows and things like that at the circuses, they used to have these morphodites and they bring them out to these weird freak shows.
Okay, here it is. Historically, it's also been used to describe homosexual individuals. So there you go. That's probably
back in the old days, correct.
Okay.
Correct. But that's what it technically is, though.
Well, whenever you put dite. D-I-T-E on the end of stuff. There's so many phrases with dites.
That's correct.
So you never know which one.
It flings itself out, whatever it was, to what it is now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm live. He's funny. Hey, here's my take. I don't hate the pick. I get it. Everybody hates it. But I was looking at something and listening. They were so all over the board of where we were going to. I wasn't, I didn't know what the hell they were going to do.
Same.
Whatever they released, the information that they released, like today when somebody posted, they're going to trade back. Like,
what about draft? Hey, what about DraftKings? These guys make so much money just lying. The odds plus 280 for Jackson Dart. Like, bro, no.
But not just that. Think about how much they keep it. It was been moving like crazy for like 3 months. Somebody took Dart back. Somebody took Shador back. You know what I mean? Like back like a couple weeks ago. Like all of the time that this stuff comes out, it helps them. Oh, the Saints are heavy on Shador. Somebody goes and bets. Somebody goes and bets. The Saints are heavy on Dart. Somebody bets. What I think is that if they got an offensive lineman and then they get an edge that falls, because that Campbell guy could fall, somebody could fall, and I'm fine with that. And then you build something, and you probably just roll with what you got this year. With David Carr's coming out saying the Saints knew about it, like I thought they knew about it from the moment it happened, is what he said.
Listen.
You don't believe it.
I just want to say what I said about that. I said about 30 minutes ago. What David Carr said today. First of all, this speaks to my point that I've made several times about Derek Carr. He does not ever say anything himself. He passes down messages to his couriers like Osama bin Laden.
He's not a leader.
He's not a leader. He's shady. He's everything bad that you fuck football.
Everything.
Fuck football. He's everything bad in a human that you don't want to be around. You don't want to be around people like that is shady like that don't want to, especially we from Louisiana, bro. You come in a room and you don't talk and don't mention things that are bothering you and shit. Like that's the people I do not want to be around. You know what I'm saying? And that's
you know what people I don't want to be around? I don't want to be around the douchebag that does a video on his $500,000 vehicle.
Electric. Surprise. It's electric. Surprise. Who would have ever thought that Derek Carr would buy an electric car? Oh, my God, bro. I'm so fucking shocked. You know.
But that's douche. Do you know what any other great player drives? Fuck no.
Right.
That's douche.
It is.
I mean, yeah, some players like the flex. He's a quarterback. You don't do that as a quarterback. I think that I don't know Booker, but here, I mean, I know they were talking about, I mean, you know, they were talking about Banks, they were talking about Booker, they were talking about those. I think that what this does is probably allows Penning to slide in. And this year, see if it's a third change, so it's a mess, but it gives you some depth in the O-line. Kellen Moore, from everywhere he's come, that's where they build. Dallas, look, they just took Booker. He came from places that build in the interior. It was probably going to either be it was going to be Booker.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Right.
I got a guy that he be tweeting me like he tweets he messages me some you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like some scoops. You know what I'm saying? Like what he thinks the scoop is.
Some inside stuff.
Yeah. And dude, he really, I tell you what, he really be spot on with what he's saying. And I don't say nothing about it publicly. I just take it and I keep it in my head. And he said Booker. And I'm telling you, bro, if this dude Banks,
that's why I said it. I heard that too.
If Banks wouldn't have been there, they were gonna draft Booker. That's what would have happened.
I think so. But I think about what Kellen Moore comes from. His background is building the trenches. That's where his lineage of where they come from. Even you go to the Chargers, you go all around, and that's what he does. So I wouldn't be surprised. What I hope they do at this point, maybe they try to trade for quarterback in. We'll see what happens at Pittsburgh because that's where it's going to see what takes place. If they're both sitting past 21, two quarterbacks, I don't know, maybe somebody does something. I wouldn't be pissed if some edge slips because of all this other stuff.
Well, there goes Shamor Stewart to the Bengals.
Yeah, well, I knew he was going to go. Well, I didn't know he was going to go that high. I thought he would go mid-20s, but well, that's what they've been projecting. But guys like Golden, so there's going to be people that somebody will trade. If they get picked, some edge is going to fall. The edges are really deep in this draft, and there's probably going to be one hanging around. Maybe they don't do anything, and like they do what they always do. Instead of being 40, they make a call tonight, and they get up earlier in the second round, and they get one of those guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they go offensive lineman edge in those first two picks.
It's crazy. Will Johnson's still on the board.
Yeah. I mean,
something's up with that situation, man. Something's going on because he didn't run the 40, and people didn't like that.
Yeah, I think it's injury concerns.
Yep.
So those kind of things happen, and the Saints, like we saw with Kool-Aid, they like to get. So I would not be surprised if they go get some defensive guy. If they don't trade back in for quarterback, I wouldn't be surprised.
Also, I do like Landon Jackson out of Arkansas. That'd be another sleeper.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of those because it's a heavy edge draft. And I would not be surprised if they go that with those first two. They got 2 third-round picks. Of course, hitting on a third-round receiver or running back. Well, running back is a good position at third round. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. And then these 2 third-round picks, they take and they go maybe receiver, running back.
And I want Trey Harris, too. It's another guy that I've been saying, bro. Yeah. I would love Trey Harris.
There are some good – that's what I'm saying. There are some good –
Lafayette, baby, bring him home.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I think people need to. I know we wanted all the talk about the offensive player. I know we wanted a skill player. I get it. I do, because skill players change things. Like Jimmy Graham changed things when he came to the Saints. Like when you get somebody, but they can still do that. They can still do that. They've got 2 third-round picks. They can still get that done.
It's true.
So I don't know, Mayo. I'm not upset with it. I knew, like you, I had enough. I was listening to guys like Underhill. I thought they're going trench. Whatever player they feel is the highest rated in the trench, they're going to take them.
Because if you watch anything about people talking about Kellen Moore or what Kellen Moore said, and he wanted to build from the trenches, so it doesn't shock me whatsoever.
That's where he comes from. I mean, that's his background. That's what they've done. I mean, look, Dallas, that's all they do. I live in San Antonio. They're all pissed. Every Cowboys fan was like, if we take Booker, I'll be pissed. Because they wanted McMillan or Golden.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, yeah.
Man. Thanks, man.
All right, babe. Later. Yeah, I was wondering about Trey Hendrickson now that they drafted. What is going on with the Trey Hendrickson situation with the Bengals? Nobody knows. I know he had 19 and a half fucking sacks last year, so. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
What's up, Devin? It's Jeffrey. What's going on, man?
Jeffrey, what's happening, brother?
What? You know what? I'm not upset with this pick. I'm not upset with this pick at all. I had 3 players that I really wanted. He was the third one.
Wow.
Warren was number 2, and then obviously the guy that, of course, the fucking Panthers drafted him right before us.
Right.
That was my number 1. That guy's a fucking stud.
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling that they were going to look at a receiver, dude. I texted one of my buddies today talking about that.
Knowing the Saints, I did not think they were going to take any of those guys. I thought they were going to take one of the Georgia guys. I thought they were going to. The guy that I really thought we were going to take was Michael Williams. I really thought we were going to take him, and then the second option was Jalen Walker. And has he even been drafted yet?
I'm looking at a comment in the chat. My bad, Jeffrey. He says, if y'all know they're going to take linemen, why y'all hate my head on skills, guys? But brother, that wasn't this channel. Must have been another channel. Jeffrey, what you said?
Was Jalen Walker drafted yet?
Yeah, he just went. He went to the Falcons, bro, so we're going to have to see him.
Of course.
Of course.
Jesus.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me tell you something. There's an edge that I really want in this draft, and he dominated Kelvin Banks, and that was Landon Jackson. Landon Jackson.
Yeah, dude, I would take
Kelvin
Landon
Banks.
Jackson. He's projected. I mean, he might still go in the first, but it looks like second, but he might still go in the first. So.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched any of that game with Texas and Arkansas. They went at it all day, and I would say maybe Landon Jackson won 70% of the battle.
Yeah, no, Landon Jackson. I mean, I've been knowing about Landon Jackson for years now.
He started at LSU, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I've been knowing about this guy forever. No, yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want to take quarterback. Let's just tank and go with Klubnik or Nuss next year.
Bro, I don't want to hear nothing about Klubnik. I'm sorry. I don't like.
You don't like Klubnik?
No,
I do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. And look, I know that's a lot to do with the offense he's in and the coach and, really just the situation. But I'm good on any quarterback coming out of that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm good on it, bro.
All right.
Dude, to me, Klubnik looks a little better than what Ukulele looked. To me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Klubnik had some better moments this past year, but Clemson still was they were still unable to get where they needed to get. And
watch Klubnik beat LSU week 1, and then I'll be calling depressed on this phone again.
Brother, beating LSU in week 1, that's like going to grab a granola bar out the pantry.
Yeah, I guess it is.
That's easy work, dude. Anybody can beat LSU week 1.
All right, Devin, I'm going to go, man. A big LSU baseball series this weekend. We don't give a shit about Tuesday. What happened against Northwestern State? Go Tigers. And
yeah.
Who dat?
Who dat? Go Tigers. That was bad. I'm good on Klubnik, bro. Spread quarters, River Parish, trash line. Business stinks, but it's picking up.
I'm just wondering why everybody was so up in arms at first about the offensive tackle. They told you already this past week. If you watch Underhill and all those guys, they've been telling you pretty much they are going to fortify that O-line. Yeah. What about last year's offensive line made anybody think that it was done? We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't protect the quarterback. Of course they were going to go O-line.
It's true, bro. It's true.
Blows my mind how many of these people get on here after 7 beers and just start talking nonsense and screaming and hollering and lamenting. They were never going to take a quarterback. They were in that shitty spot of 9 where the real good elite talent was gone, and then everything else was kind of a guess or a pick 'em. I mean, that's the best they could have done at that point, and filled in the biggest need that they have.
And he wasn't supposed to slip. He wasn't, and Banks wasn't supposed to slip to 9. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Exactly. But he's not injury prone. Somebody was also trying to say that, they think drafted another injury prone.
Yeah, they don't know what knee braces on offensive linemen means. That's why. I mean, anybody that played football knows that offensive linemen have historically always wore knee braces. It's to protect them, because in those trenches, so much can happen to you. You can have somebody dive at your legs when you're blocking another guy. So much that can happen. I mean, that has historically always been that way.
And you said it best. You can't. I'll be shocked, and I'll chalk it up to a New Orleans curse if this guy doesn't pan out. He's got all of it. He's played in big-time games.
He's huge,
He's played
man.
big-time competition.
Is massive,
and
man.
They told you already what they were going to do. This Kellen Moore wants to go build inside out. Mickey said that 6 times yesterday. That's what he's going to do. He's going to put up a Hawks offensive line a la 2019, to where nobody can stop the run and nobody can stop us from whoever the quarterback's going to be from having a lot of time to find a receiver that's open.
And look, there's 2 sides to this. I do want this to be known. It's not like, and I said this early in the show, here's the other side to it and why people would be pissed that we drafted an offensive lineman. If you look at the history of the Saints drafts since 2015, every other year, these guys have used a first-round pick on an offensive lineman. So,
but they haven't been in the top 10 since, 08?
Okay, true, but that's still 10 years. That's 10 years of draft. I mean, they drafted an offensive lineman every other draft for 10 years. So they missed. I mean, I don't know what you want to call Andres Pete. That wasn't a, when Andres Pete was a Saint.
It wasn't a rousing success, but.
It wasn't a rousing success, correct. But he was just good enough to be on the team for a while, and look, whatever, right? McCoy, you won on and you got him in a second.
If he would have wanted to stay here that last year and stayed at tackle before he left out of here, he did well at that tackle spot his last year here.
He just couldn't stay healthy. He was always hurt and shit, I'm
just saying that last year. But yes.
To me, I'm looking at Cesar Ruiz here, the 2020 offensive lineman. What is he at this point? Because we in 2025, right? Is he a success at this point? Because I still saw. I'm not saying that he's horrible and unplayable because that's not true.
I think the jury's still out on Caesar. I know what you're saying.
No. God damn it. It's 5 years.
I know. I can't call it, but I can't call it an abject failure.
Right.
Just, here's my thing. What are they going to do with Penning? Is he going to be just the swing guy now? Like, because you're okay.
Well, they're not picking up the option on him, so I mean, it don't matter what really happens with him at this point. You know, he'll be there if they need somebody. You know, I'm sure he's gonna be pissed when he has to go in and play. Now that he knows that, you know, this ain't the team he's gonna be playing for in the future.
So do you move Talley back to left and move this?
Oh, dude, the Bucks just got the receiver from Ohio State.
Oh man,
and he's good. He's good.
Shit.
Yeah, he's good. The only reason he didn't get a lot of recognition is because of your boy. I mean, all the receivers that came through Ohio State, but what's your boy's name that they got right now? Tip of my tongue anyway, but yeah.
Well, there was a couple of guys that I thought the Saints might grab, but they got grabbed first, right before the couple 2 or 3 picks ahead of us. But I'm fine based on who went right before. I'm totally fine. And my thing is like, okay, do you move Suaga back to left, and this kid goes to right? What do you do?
I don't know, bro. They, you know, I don't know. I'll leave the O-line shit up to them. I'm not mad at the pick, though. I'm not. I know I'm not. I know I'm genuinely just not. But all right, I gotta go.
Later.
All right, man. Jeremiah Smith. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, you're right, my boy. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's some real shit. And I caught the back end of whatever this caller was talking about, calling about Ruiz. Bro, I swear, dude, I know I yap, but some of your fucking callers really don't do any type of fucking research. Ruiz grades out on an average at like a 60. What are y'all talking about, bro?
Who said Ruiz was good?
This last call you just had talking about the jury's not out on him, bro. What the?
No, he said the jury's still. He said the jury's still out. He didn't say it's not out.
Okay, the jury needs to have a decision made, and
I agree. It's been 5 years. Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Okay, so like I'm not mad at you, but like, what are these? Like, you got some real jokes on, like joke fucking listeners that don't do any research,
bro. But you got to realize. Let me answer that statement right there. I look. Some people like doing research. This is a show for genuine fans. It's not. I don't want a bunch of scientists calling in. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't being a scientist. I'm using my eyes.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you a scientist, but I'm answering.
No, I hear you. Go ahead.
I'll talk to you next Sunday, bro. You killing me tonight. But no, I'm not looking for a bunch of draft experts to call. I'm looking for fans to call. I'm trying to hear how they react, and that's because we fans. You know, all that other shit, nobody knows. They haven't stepped on a pro field yet, so nobody really knows. You know what I'm saying? But you're always going to have different opinions, and that's what I love about the show. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Motherfuckers, who's this? Scott Hall? Who's this? Scott Hall? Huh?
What's up?
I thought this was Scott Hall calling. What's up, bro?
Yeah, no, this is Bunky right here, brother.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, yo, all right. What do you think about Jackson Dart coming in round 2, though? Do you think he makes it round 2?
Well, you know, all right, so what pick are we on right now? We 2 picks away from the Steelers. The Steelers are going to draft a quarterback, I'm thinking, right? So one of them 2 is going to be gone. And then you're looking at, okay, watch out for L.A. Watch out for the Rams. Watch out for the Rams on picking a quarterback. Okay, and then I'm looking, and it looks like you're good. So the only 2 teams you could see drafting a quarterback potentially for the rest of the first round, to me, would be the Steelers and or the Rams. So
you know, Steelers are taking Shedeur.
Right. So Jackson Dart to the Rams has been speculated. So maybe to them. If not, I don't need Jackson Dart. I'm going to be honest, bro. He don't give me savior vibes. Never did, really. And I
don't know how I feel about Spencer Rattler, bro.
I'm willing to watch it another year. I'm not saying that we about to watch a miracle, but I'm willing to watch. I'll watch it. It's like, okay. I'm trying to think how to compare this to movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first movie was all right, so I'm willing to watch this. Okay. Venom 1 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Venom 1, that was a pretty good one. So I'm willing to watch Venom 2, is how I feel about it.
All right, I can get behind that.
Jalen Milroe's another one that I could get behind if we got him at the right spot. You know, not trade up or nothing like that, but if we got him at... But I want Scatterboo, bro. Come on, dude.
Scatterboo would be good in New Orleans.
Come on, bro. Scatterboo.
I'll tell you what, though, I wouldn't be upset with Jalen Milroe at all.
I wouldn't either, and I like his personality. I think he's funny. He's a kid. You know, he's funny. I thought out of all the people that talked on the red carpet, Jalen Milroe, he was my favorite one that talked. Not that has anything to do with football, but.
All right, brother. Hey, I'm going to clear lineup. Who dat? Good luck.
All right, Bonky. Appreciate you calling, bro.
Yes, sir, brother.
Later, dude. Yeah, I'm just not. Jackson Dart to me, I don't need him. I'm not dying to get Jackson Dart. Never was. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Oh, living the dream, brother. How you been?
Shit, you know, I'm living. I don't know if I'm living the dream.
Devin, look, you got Bizzle and Brew with you.
It was good. What's good, Mayo?
So, Mayo, we trying to figure out, would you take Will Howard or Jackson Dart?
Or Will Suggs. Who you going with?
Wait, who's the last one you said?
Will Suggs, Tyler Suggs.
Out of them three?
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta be honest, out of all them, no, I want Milroe over all them. I got it because you'll be able to get him at the right spot. All these other guys, you probably have to do something for, and I just don't think they're worth it, bro. Like, give me Milroe at the right spot, and by the right spot, I mean one of our third-round picks. Well, I'd do that.
You don't got concerns about his arm,
bro? I don't even. To be honest with you, dude, like, I just need him to make some plays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just put him on the field, type shit.
So what am I asking you right now is you're not concerned about like, hey, let's just skip a quarterback. We tank next year, go for that March for Art type of beat.
No, I'm cool. My favorite thing I'd like to do is not get a quarterback this draft. That's my favorite thing.
Okay.
I'd like to do.
All right,
I'm willing to watch the Spencer Rattler experience again.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
You want to talk about somebody I'd like to draft? I'd like to draft Trey Harris with one of these picks. I'd like to get Scatterboo. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to look at Land, the DN from Arkansas. You know, there's just some other things I'd like to do.
I've been big on Scatterboo as opposed to this motherfucker sitting across from me right now. I've been big on Scatterboo. Like, he's an easy fourth-round pick.
Not gonna lie, Devin. I call Scatterboo Scatterdouche. Not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, I don't care if he's the biggest douchebag in the world. I mean, look what he did under the. You gotta look at what a guy does under the national spotlight. That's important, bro. This dude under the national biggest underdog, performed. I mean,
if we talking about a 1-2 punch between, like, you know, we used to have Ingram and Kamara. I see a lot of Ingram in Scatterboo, like just like that power runoff, like just straight pound through a third and goal situation.
Yeah,
just straight through the center of the line.
The Broncos got a corner, Jahadi Barron from Texas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here comes the Steelers, though, and you know they about to draft a quarterback. So.
They're about to draft the door. I'm telling you.
We're about to see. They about to do something.
I think that's all we had for you was who you think the Saints got a quarterback. I don't want to take up much of your time. I know you got a lot of people in line. So,
all right, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all be good. All right, man. Take care. Who dat? I gotta take a piss. Hold on, I'm coming right back, bro. I gotta. I got to take a piss. There we go. All right. No Shador, who they drafted? Oh, man, the baby threw up. Calvin Banks Jr.'s baby threw up when the Saints drafted him. That's not good. They took Derek Harmon. Sprite Quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Oh, I'm glad I'm calling the River Parish Trash Line. This is the best trash line. This is the same for life, bro. What's up?
What's up? What's up? Business stinks, but it's picking up.
Hey, glad to be on with you, man. Hey, I like to pick, man. Banks is a beast. I think, look, we know the Saints. The offensive line's been an issue the last several years. And, you know, at the end of the day, we have to protect the quarterback. We've got to be able to run the football. And this offensive line has just been garbage the last couple of years. So it was just a no-brainer. They were going to go offensive line more than likely, unless Mason Graham or one of these other guys happen to drop. They would have. I think if Mason Graham would have been there, there was a good chance they would have took him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Banks can start right away. This is not a guy that's going to take, we're going to, in a couple of years, we'll see what he's going to do.
Oh, it better not. That shit better be over with. I'm not playing that shit no more. That's some Dennis Allen shit. Draft a guy and then sit him by the fucking water cooler for 2 years. No, I'm not doing that. That's over with.
Well, the thing is with Penning, I think that they thought he was better than he really was. He was a good run block. He was good at run blocking, but dude, his feet, he's slow coming out of his stance, and speed rushers and power rushers they get around him, and so he just was too slow to play coming out of his stance, and from a technical standpoint, he was just having a lot of issues. That's why it's taken him so long. They put him on the right side. But again, coming out of his stance, man, he has a hard time with these speed rushers coming off the edge. I think he's better off if they can somehow transition him into guard. I think it's a better spot for him because he doesn't. When you're playing guard, you have to bend a little bit, more. I think that's going to be his issue. Has been because he's so tall, and but I think but he'll stay right. But him being able to stay right in front of the guy, the D tackle, and push back, I think because he's got that power, he can do it. But coming off the edge, man, those guys just get him every time. So we'll see what happens. But I'm happy with the pick. As far as quarterback, I like Dart, but Tyler Show or one of these other guys. At the end of the day, we as fans, we have our preferences. But ultimately, you know this, it's who Kellen Moore likes, because he knows who he's going to be able to fit into his system. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Who's going to fit into his system? Who can run his system? So we'll just have to see how that plays out. But at the end of the day, man, I'm cool with the pick, and I think there's some other guys like Scatterboo in the fourth round. I think we can get him.
Oh no, Scatterboo be gone by the fourth. But yeah, one of them. You got 2 third-round picks, so you figure
right.
You figure, dude, you got to hit on one of them. One of them two, you definitely got to hit on. So, and when I say hit on them, that means you got to he's got to be a playmaker. And look, bro, there's a lot of dudes who are going to be there. I'm looking at it right now, bro. There's a lot of dudes who they're going to be able to really capitalize on with them 2 third-round picks.
Hey, you know that kid from Kansas State, that DJ Gideons? He can play, man.
Yeah.
I think people are sleeping on him. Excellent player. There's that receiver from Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. He's a big body receiver. He's like 6'4".
Somebody mentioned him in the chat. I thought they were talking about T. Higgins, but they were talking about him.
No, Jaden Higgins. He's 6'4.5", and he's 215 pounds, and he's excellent. I'm surprised he's not getting as much recognition. I mean, people are starting to talk about him now, but I thought through the draft process he was going to get a little more love. But I think he would be an excellent pick for the Saints. We may not get them in the second, third round, somewhere in that range. Because I think the only thing is, I think he's going to get taken.
Dude, another good dude I see right here is a linebacker from Oregon, Bassa.
Bassa. Yeah, he's good.
He's good. Jack Sawyer is still out there.
Yeah.
You got a couple dudes. Hey, you got a couple dudes from LSU. You got Savion, and then you got Swinson, who are both could. You know,
Swinson comes off the edge. He's a good edge player. You know, another guy too is that linebacker from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, somebody called me about him earlier. Fucking
excellent.
Yeah, he
can play. He can play all 3 linebacker positions. He's 6'4" and he's like 250, but he's fast, man. He's fast. He just flies everywhere.
Yeah.
So he can play all 3 linebacker positions. And with somebody like that, because you're coming in a 3-4, you can actually use him, and he can play. He can also play on the edge because he's got the size and speed.
Yeah, I like Sawyer though too, man. That'd be a hell of a pick.
This draft's got some good players, man. I think in the middle rounds, even if you wanted to double dip on the offensive line, Devin, I think you can even pick up another guard if you wanted to do that. I mean, even in the late rounds, there's some guys that are better than advertised. They just are not getting much love. I don't know why, but ultimately, I don't see the Saints. I have a feeling they're going to try to get Dart because I think Dart is who Kelvin.
I don't, bro. I think honestly, bro, I think we can go to bed tonight knowing that shit's over with. I'm telling you, bro, it's not happening. They're not doing it.
Yeah, it might not happen. And you know what? Us fans, we can like I said, we can like who we want and have our preferences. Ultimately, the Saints, man, they're a very unpredictable team. And I think, but ultimately, whoever they pick, it is what it is. I just hope it's not going to be some dude from North Dakota State that we never heard of.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad they didn't draft Gray Zabel from North Dakota State, the offensive guard that the Seahawks took, because I was worried that they might have been looking at him.
I think he might be pretty good though, but we'll see how it shakes out. But hey, man, it was nice chatting with you. I'm liking it. I love your show. I listen to you all the time. So
thank you, brother. Appreciate it. It means a lot.
Keep up the good work. I'm a Louisiana native that lives in Las Vegas. How about that?
Hey, I never been to Vegas. Always wanted to go though. I know when I do make it out there, I'm gonna go hard. I know that.
Exactly.
I'm going to see Rick.
Exactly.
I'm going. The first thing I'm doing, I'm going to see Rick at Pawn Stars. That's the first thing I'm doing. And Chum Lee.
There you go. There you go, buddy. Hey, you enjoy the rest of your draft show, man.
All right, man. Take care.
You got it.
Oh yeah, Dylan Radunes. I forgot that they picked him up. I'm good on Sal. I mean, dude, how many? Saldivari, bro. We had high hopes for him last year, and he wound up sitting out the whole year. So I don't know what's going on. Spread quarters. River Parish trash line.
What's up? Would you rather draft Shador Sanders or smoke a bowl of dried human poop out of a bong?
I'd draft Shador Sanders. What kind of fucking psychopath do you think I am?
The kind that would draft Shador Sanders instead of smoking dried human poop out of a bong?
Brother, I mean, I'm going to smoke real weed out the bong. Why would I smoke shit?
This is better than drafting Shador?
I mean, I get where you're trying to go with this, but I'm not biting on the shit in the bowl. No way.
All right. Who that?
Who that? Like, you asked me if I'd rather draft a talented player or smoke shit out of a bong bowl. I mean, I smoke the bong every day, bro. Trust me, bro. I'm passing on the shit. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line. Hello? Liam. This guy's working at the mushroom. You ain't lying, bro. That dude'll sell you a fucking water pipe and a fucking classic vinyl right now if you need it. Go see him. Chargers pick is in. We're on the 22nd pick here. Show's been going on for 2 hours and 39 minutes. DJ Trauma. Bro, it's never going to sound good after a Saints pick. DJ Trauma. Quote, I don't agree with that, but that's their decision. Quote, Mel Kiper on Saints first round pick. It's never good. Bro, dude, I'm telling you, bro, if somebody did a compilation of what the experts say on ESPN, like right after the Saints pick when they show the video and stuff, bro, it is comical, bro. They always got something to say that makes us feel like, oh, fuck, man, this guy's going to suck, you know? They did it with Brzee. Dude, they have always done that. That shit's funny, bro. Chargers picks in. Who the Chargers going to drive? Let's see. Who's still on the board? Okay. I'm looking right now. Hey. This dude from Marshall. Watch out, this dude. Oh, they just drafted a running back. Hampton. Wow. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line. Wow, they drafted Omari and Hampton. Bro, let me ask you something real quick. Bro, that dude still ain't got drafted. The corner from Michigan. Will Johnson. Green Bay is on the clock. Green Bay's on the clock, and I'm telling you, they shopping Jair Alexander. So maybe the Packers draft Will Johnson. I got to be honest. Even despite him not running a 40, whatever, is his foot broke? Somebody says is it actually broke? Because if it's not, by the way, that running back for North Carolina, Marion Hampton, I remember because I remember watching college football last year. That dude was pretty good. That dude's pretty good. He can. I remember watching him because I bet on a bunch of. Not saying I bet for North Carolina a lot, but I bet in a lot of games that they were playing the team I was betting for, whatever. Yeah, it looks like to me, like if I had to guess, I'd say Green Bay's gonna draft Will Johnson right now. Which, I mean, it'd be worth it at the 23rd pick. I mean, this guy was supposed to be a top 10 pick up until like a few months ago. But they still on the clock, saying the pick's not in, so I don't know what's going on. All right, and then you get the Vikings. So, okay, let's talk here. Vikings, QB on roster. Wait, did they pay Donham? No, because he went, yeah. All right, so McCarthy and Brett Ripon. Okay, now keep this in mind. J.J. McCarthy, even though they spent a high pick on him, he was out all last year with an injury. He hasn't played no pro ball in the regular season yet. Can you count, or do you draft some insurance? I mean, bro, if I'm Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the NFL, him and Jamar Chase, take your pick. I had to have whispered something about a quarterback, maybe. I don't know. Let's hear some voicemails while we wait, bro. You don't want to hear my voicemails, bro. My voicemails a bunch of telemarketers. Yeah, let's see what this one is. I don't even know if I can play my voicemail on here. Let me see.
Hi, this is Jennifer. I'm
That's
a
my
senior
voicemail.
underwriter on the debt resolution.
Wednesday, 1:13
Then I blocked it.
p.m.
I blocked him.
Hi, this is Jennifer. I'm a senior underwriter on the debt resolution team. Great news. I have a note here that you're pre-qualified for a consolidation loan.
They call me
of
all
up to
day.
$75,000.
Con artists.
Payments on these loans are flexible and can be as low as $430 a month. These offers are time sensitive, so please give us a call back at
Time sensitive, but she's been calling me for a year.
200-3699.
So, let me block her.
Have a great day.
Yeah, bro, you don't want to listen to my voicemail, bro. They have completely taken over my voicemail. It used to be where people could call in, leave voicemails, whatever. The telemarketers fill up the voicemail in 3 days. So people can't even get a chance to leave a voicemail because the telemarketers fill it up. It's some bullshit. Who did they draft? They ain't drafted nobody yet? Scrim about to sample the voice. Hey, shout out to Scrim, bro. Shout out to Suicide Boys. What a big year that has already started, but it's about to be even bigger, bro. They about to be in New Orleans in October. So, you know, you want me to be honest? I think everybody in the chat that watches this show consistently should go to that show. Scrim been in here forever, so I think y'all should go to that show, bro. Show some love, bro. New Orleans own. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash on.
Tell me why Mel Kiper just said, I believe the Saints and Shador would have been a great fit.
Yeah. He also Mel Kiper said a lot about our pick. He said that it's their decision. So.
Do you disagree with him though? He is a great fit here.
No, what I'm saying is he said it was their decision, as in like he wouldn't have picked who we picked, but it's their decision.
This is sad, man. It's a really sad day.
Who did the Packers just draft? It's going down to a minute right now, bro. I mean, they got a whole sea of people waiting to see who they drafted.
All right, I gotta go break something, bro.
Packers, the pick is in. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Devin, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up?
First of all, you had up to almost 400 people viewing. You only got 58 likes.
Bro, I'm looking, I got
like
199, but yeah, smash it. You right, my bad.
Oh, mine it says 58. You up to 199?
Yeah, you might have to refresh, but we still need.
Nah, I ain't cutting you short, bro. I don't want to miss a minute of this.
We need to do better.
We need to do better. Listen, I know you're apprehensive about doing the show, but I think it's a good take. You can glad you're on.
Yeah, no, I didn't have anything else to do, so fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I got the draft.
You're the man of the people.
I was worried about not being able to watch the draft, but I got enough monitors now the way I can watch a couple things.
Yeah, you're right. Well, listen, I don't know how I feel about tonight's pick. I think they do need some help there, but they need help in other places too, right?
Oh, they need help and so many. Bro, the Saints need help with everything. Medical, players. They need somebody to change their oil better. Everything, bro. Everything needs to be looked at. Everything.
Let me ask you something, bro. Where's the Respected Body Beer? I ain't been looking, but is it out?
Respect Your Body Beer has only been out one day in the history of the earth. And it sold out in 4 hours. And they never brought it back out again. Don't ask me how I feel about it, but that's what's happening.
They're about to announce this pick, but I thought it was supposed to come back out in April, your beer, bro. But here comes this pick.
Yeah, no, they just haven't done it. I'm not pushing the issue either. I'm over it at this point, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I just consider it, call it what you want. I'd call it a fumble, but you can call it what you want. Waiting for this pick.
100%. Yeah, well, waiting on this pick here.
I mean, why are they taking so, what did they, I mean, what?
Well, like you said, there's a lot of talent still available, bro.
Yeah. Well, are they going to announce the pick? It said that it was in for 15 fucking minutes. What are we doing? Wait for somebody to show their titties?
Like 100 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
no, that dude's like 100 years old at the fucking stand right there on the mic.
Hey, that's true. Watch Carr try to show back up now that he sees that we ain't drafted a quarterback. He's such a bitch, bro. Seriously, bro. Don't ever let that dude back down here. Ever.
Nah, bro. You can't. You gotta give it to your boy, bro. Let him rat that dude. Let him do a little something.
Oh, they took Golden, bro. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I know they ain't mad about that.
That's a good pick.
Well, listen, I just want you to know I elected to stay home and watch you on YouTube and the draft because I could have went to Hooters. You were talking about titties just a minute ago, but I'd rather be here watching the show.
Well, yeah, let's go to Hooters one day, bro. I'll go to Hooters.
Let me know, bro. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
Smash that like for my boy. I'm going to holler at you, Devin.
All right, bro. Later. So did the Packers get Golden? Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Who is this? I don't have the volume on, but this fucking guy for the Packers. I mean, what's going on? There he is, Matthew Golden. Texas. Spread quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
What's up, Mayo?
Yo.
So I've been kind of out of it. I was at the bar with a buddy watching the draft. What do we think about this pick? Because I'm hearing mixed reviews.
Well, he's an offensive lineman, so that's going to generate mixed reviews right away. Because
of course.
You know, it's like marrying a heavy chick. You know, she might have a great heart, but people are gonna react to, damn, you with this big ass.
Your boys might question you.
Yeah, you boys are gonna be like, yeah, man, you with this big ass bitch. She's got a good heart.
Yeah.
That's a lineman pick to me.
Yeah. So, what are we thinking? You think we should trade up? I was not sold on a quarterback this draft until like a few days ago, and I've been sold on Dart.
I'm not sold on Dart. He just don't seem like the savior to me. You know how you can really feel when something is like the energy or something?
Yeah, I watched that Gruden video last night, bro. He kind of sold me on him.
Yeah, I'm not sold. I watched the Gruden thing too. I'm just not sold, bro.
So I think he needs some work. But
I watched we all watched the SEC, so we know. We know this guy. We know this guy, bro. Look what happened at the end of the LSU game this past year. Don't get me wrong. He beat LSU the year before. Impressive. Him and Jaden. It was a great game. It was just so many passing yards. But I don't know, man. I've seen him make some horrible decisions at the end of games. I'm just good on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs work. But I mean, I'm a big Josh Allen guy. Josh Allen needed a whole lot of work.
You know who Jackson Dart is to me? He's a little better than Kenny Pickett. That's what he is to me.
Really?
Really.
I can see it. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, so.
But, all right, Mayo. It was nice talking to you, brother.
All right, my brother. Take care, man.
You too.
I'm good on Ewers in the fifth. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line. Business stinks, but it's picking up.
Amen, brother. Yes, it is. Mayo.
What's up?
It's roast beef Ron, brother.
Amen. Amen.
Amen, brother. Mayo, I don't know what the vibe's like. I've been locked into this draft. But I'm going to tell you right now, brother, we made the right selection. The Kellen Moore era is here, okay? We took a man that is a ramrod. He makes holes. I don't think it's too soon to say he's going to be a Hall of Famer. We got to build from the inside out, and let me just tell you, we got better today, brother.
Hall of Famer. Hall of Fame.
Did I say Hall of Fame? Yes, I did. Hey, I said the same thing, brother. When we took a man from Louisiana Tech named Willie Roof.
Uh-oh. Wow. Roast beef Ron, you got an eye for the O-lineman, huh?
Well, like the Hogs, they make stuff happen, brother.
So,
I like the Hogs.
Safe to say you satisfied with the pick?
Oh, listen, this is the Kellen Moore era, okay? We don't need to talk about the guy that used to wear number 4 anymore, okay? It's over, all right? We took a step today, brother, okay? We buried the 4 era, and just like Jesus, we came back on the 3rd day, and today we got better.
Ron, they saying roast beef Ron, they saying that you on Delta 8 right now.
I don't even know what Delta 8 is, but I'll tell you this. I did play some ball, the 7 and 8s at Delta Playground. 7 and 8s, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, okay? I guess you could say I grew up in the area. But I don't know what do you mean am I on Delta 8? What is Delta 8?
It's like weed, but it's not weed. It's legal.
listen. I mean, if you're going to do something, just do it. I don't know what to tell you, okay? But the whole roast beef doesn't do anything with Delta 8 or whatever.
Delta 9, Delta 10, you ain't doing it.
No, sir.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Now, listen, I don't know, were you locked in watching the draft? Did you see after the second or third pick, they had the two ladies that came up and they talked for 4 minutes, all to make an announcement on the date that they're going to release the NFL schedule. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that, Roast Beef Ron. What happened?
Oh, shit. Well, listen, be glad you didn't see it, all right? It was the most anticlimactic 4 minutes in TV history. By the way, I love what the Green Bay Packer, the president just did. He takes 5 minutes talking from the podium about how great Green Bay is. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something. They did get a damn stud, Matthew Golden.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay? He's damn good. He's a professional. All right? He is a professional.
Hey, did the Giants just trade up for that pick, or were they already scheduled to be there? Right there. Were the Giants scheduled to be there?
You know what? Oh, they took a quarterback.
I'm about to say, I think they about to take Jackson Dart.
Or Shador, brother. I mean, hey, I know this is a big moment. Break this for your fans. I love you, but we got better today. All right?
All right, Roast Beef Ron. Well, yeah, no, I'm okay with the pick too, man. I'm okay with it. I can compare it. Like I said, it's like dating a big bitch. You know what I'm saying? She might be big, but she's got a great heart. And people are going to talk about how big she is, right? But they don't know her heart.
Well, listen, we saw everything we needed to see from Mr. Banks. He was surrounded by his family. The man loves football, and he had a cross around his.
Look at Jackson Dart. They showing Jackson Dart now. This bitch look like Jeffrey Dahmer, and the Giants are definitely drafting him. But yeah, he looked like Jeffrey Dahmer. Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, he changed his look a little bit. Yeah, look at him. I mean,
that bitch looked like if Jeffrey Dahmer fucked Lance Bass from NSYNC. That's what he looked like.
Well, that's quite a combo there, brother. Okay, yeah. My mind can't comprehend that, but all I can tell you is this. So wait, they did take Jackson Dart?
Yeah, he was walking around hugging everybody. So I mean that's got to be who they taking. He's a Giant.
All right, Scott. I'm a little shocked at that one. I'll tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm happy though because I'm tired of people talking about the Saints are going to draft. Now it's over. Now we can move on in peace.
Well, guess what? We got the Rattler, and I'm not convinced, other than perhaps Cam Ward, okay? I'm not convinced that there's a quarterback that's better than the guy we got now. Let's ride with him. Let's see what we got. And I'm going to tell you, we're playing the damn NFC South, okay? We could win this thing next year. I'm just telling you right now, okay? And then once we get in the playoffs, anything's possible. But the reality is we're 3 years away.
I'll take 2. 3? Roast beef Ron? 3? Unacceptable.
I'm with you, all right? You're concerned about Banks playing and making an impact immediately? Get that out of your head, brother.
No, I never said it. Who said that?
No. I'm just saying, I know we were concerned about other draft picks, and we wait 3 years to see if the guys can play. Banks, he will be day one starter, and let me tell you, I'm just going to tell you, this guy, Lord willing, he's just going to suit it up like a man, okay, for 18, 17, 18, 19 weeks, a year in and year out. I'm just telling you, that's who we got today.
All right, well, you said Hall of Fame, so we're going to hold you to it, Roast Beef Ron, and we know that you never miss.
Well, I missed once.
Once, that's only once. But you know what? That's a good con artist that got you. He's one of the best in the world. So you could go to sleep knowing that. He's a con artist.
Yes. You're right about that. You're damn sure right about that. But guess what? We always win in the end.
All right, Roast Beef Ron.
All right, brother. Bye.
All right, later. So there it is. Jackson Dart off the board. Jackson Dart off the board. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line. Business stinks, but it's picking up.
Yeah, it does stink. So do the fucking Saints and Mickey Loomis. I done had 7 fucking beers, 3 shots of fucking Crown Royal, and now I'm eating fucking Chips Ahoy. I feel like I've just fucking left the dome after a loss. I'm fucking miserable right now, man.
Shout out to Chips Ahoy, though, bro. Them bitches still hit.
Oh, bro, and they sitting in that milk, too.
Oh!
They sitting in that milk. Did Warren go yet? Did Warren go?
Yeah,
Tyler Warren?
Yeah, he's off the board. Yeah, I'm live.
Who did he go to?
He went to the Colts, which that makes sense. You know, the Colts love a fucking cornbread Caucasian tight end. They all about that.
Next Dallas Clark.
That's it. It's gonna be. Yeah. That's right.
But my TV's out, so I had to call and see if he's off yet.
What happened to your TV?
I don't know. This motherfucker won't come on. I keep unplugging and plugging it back in, and it fucking won't come on.
Who's your cable provider?
ATT.
All right, thank God. So it's not what we thought it was.
You single-handedly put the Docs out of business. No question.
Well, no, they still doing great. Trust me, they still doing great. But fuck them. They're gonna have a documentary about them bitches soon. I know it.
They're going off. They're gonna go down.
They're going down. They going down before I do. I know that. They going down before me.
You brought it to people's attention. They knew they sucked, but somebody needed to hear it. You know.
Right. Fuck them.
Well, God bless you. Have a good night.
All right. Yeah, I'm live. You too, man. God bless. Hey, do me a favor, man. Drop a like on the stream, bro. If you're just getting in here, I'd appreciate it. Help more people see the stream, bro. A lot of people think I just do red beans, but I've been doing this show for 5 years, so any love we can get for the show, I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to River Parish for sponsoring the phone line. Shout out to Blue Plate, who's been here for you since 1927. On the shelf every time. You just got to pick them up. That's it. And Burkhardt, look, I just want to emphasize this one more time. If you do decide to buy a generator, please, bro, hit up Burkhardt. For me, bro, like if you already in the generator market, hit up this number, 985-626-7741, and buy the generator from Burkhardt. They great people. You're going to know right away. I'm dead ass serious. I'm not Derek Carring you. When you talk to these people, you're going to know right away, this is who I want to buy my generator from. Spread quarters.
How do people actually think like the car relationship with this team can be repaired? Because
you've reached your max, bro. That's 4. I can't do any more than 4 from you. So I'll talk to you next Sunday, brother. It's always love, but I mean, you call a lot in one show. We got it. Look, I'm just gonna cap it right now. 2 the most. 2 the most, bro. It's the most we can do. 2. We can do 2. Falcons. Pick is in with the Falcons. They traded up. So who the Falcons gonna get right here? Let's look at it. Hold on. Hey, has Jihad Campbell went yet? No, he hasn't. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
What up, Dad? Sorry for double dipping, bro.
2 the most, bro. 2 the most. But I feel you, yeah.
Called earlier thinking we were going to get Victoria McMillan. With my luck, Panthers fucking got him. I'm not mad at the O-line pick, but also, Shador's still on the board, so well, how do you feel about that?
Bro, I'm telling you, it's over with.
I thought he was gone.
The Saints ain't drafting a quarterback. I'm telling you, bro.
think so?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
I can't believe fucking Jackson Dart. Oh my god, I can't believe he went to the Giants. Like, that's just what the fuck? They got Jameis, Russell, and now Jackson Dart. Like, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
I for sure thought Sanders was going to Steelers though, but who knows, bro? What would you want to pick next? A receiver, like a DB? What you want next?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I see it in the chat just now. We're gonna end up with Riley Leonard. Bro, let me tell you something. Ooh. I love Riley Leonard. Love him. Like, you asked me, nice. Bro, you asked me out of any of these guys, bro, I fuck with Riley Leonard more than all of them, to be honest with you. He's just got that it factor, bro. He wants it. So if we could get him in the 5th or the 6th, whatever, fucking take him, bro. Seriously, bro. I'm not saying he's the future, nothing like that. I'm saying I loved that dude in college, bro. And to be honest with you, I loved him at Duke. That was my favorite Riley Leonard.
Yeah, he's cold. I just hope he's not an Ian Book situation, you know what I mean? But, yeah, besides the draft and shit, you trying to go to, well, not you trying, but are you going to go to UFC in New Orleans, bro?
Brother, I'm going to be at UFC.
Bro, hell yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing.
Fucking go.
I'll tell you one thing. Watch Pat McAfee tomorrow around noon or 1 o'clock, whatever. Just make sure you watch that show tomorrow.
He's announcing it?
I can't tell you nothing, but just watch that show.
Damn.
And I will and to answer your question about UFC trying to go, brother, I got cash that I've been saving up for that.
Bro, fact.
And I'm trying to buy a good seat.
I got the boys going and shit, bro. We gonna be out there.
Yeah, bro. I'm
excited, son.
Bro, it's gonna be between that and WrestleMania, be 2 big moments in my life right there that I'm super passionate about both things, wrestling and UFC.
Are you trying to go to WrestleMania too this year? Or next year?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to that. So when I interviewed The Rock, that was a way for me to kind of get in. I saw that. That was a way for me kind of get in for WrestleMania coming up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be all around that bitch. You know how the NFL, they got the media row and all that shit. The WrestleMania does the same shit all week long. So I'll definitely have some media passes for WrestleMania, which is a dream come true, bro. When I was growing up, I mean, talking about growing up, I'm talking about even when I was in my 20s and shit. I dreamed of having media passes for shit. Dreamed.
Nah, for real.
Dreamed, bro. Like, especially literally.
You're doing something?
Yeah, no, and I'm not even, you can't even consider me like somebody that covers any particular, that's not who I am. I'm just.
Yeah, you're just a fan.
Bro, I'm just a fan.
Honestly.
Yeah. So
but yeah, cool. Are you trying to get that new, you probably not fucking with it, but the College Football 26, what do you think?
Oh, you talking about the game?
Yeah, the new one coming out. We need streams. You said you was going to do it last year.
Yeah, well, they
issues with the copyright.
Yeah,
shit.
they copyrighted me on them, but I know how to get past all that now. So now I know. I had to go through trial and error.
I need to see that Tulane dynasty, bro.
Yeah.
We need to rebuild Tulane, bro. We in the trenches right now. We need to rebuild them.
Well, look, come July when that game drops. I mean, I remember last year I was on that game for 2 straight months. That's all I did. So
hell yeah,
I will be back. And then, dude, think about what's coming up when you really think about it. So you got UFC, WrestleMania, college football is dropping, GTA is dropping later this year,
October.
Bro, this is about to be a year of a lifetime. Seriously,
bro, this is your year to go up, take a next step from where you are right now. Like, you're already popping, but you gotta. I don't want to.
Well, I don't want to be worldly. I'm just gonna let you know. I don't want to be no worldly thing. I like being known down here. That's my favorite thing.
Like a Gulf Coast type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Gulf Coast. Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's what I'm good with. That right there. As far as like being like countrywide and all that shit, I'm telling you, bro. Nobody ever really wins with that shit. I mean, especially in today's world, bro. They find out that you popping, they trying to bring you down, dude. Don't matter if you good, bad, or in between. Period.
Yeah, one more thing. This might piss off a few people that are listening, but I mean, this might piss you off, but people that are not from here and that they're trying to claim the Saints, I don't know, that shit just be pissing me off in some type of way. Like, Yeah, Canadian Cohen, like, all right, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, he young and shit. I'm not trying to get on his case, but that shit low-key pissed me off sometimes.
What,
I mean, unless you lived here, and then you moved to, like, South Carolina, that's fine. But if you're from Canada, bro, come on. You cannot claim the same. Like,
yeah.
I feel like he a Giants fan on the low.
Well, that's crazy, man. So you going after a 15-year-old, huh?
Hey,
bold move. Let's see how it pays off for him. Let's see how it pays off for him, Cotton.
We might see him in the 2036 draft. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true, bro. He's only 15, bro. He's playing football.
Yeah,
you never know. We might look back on this in 10 years and be like, holy shit. The Saints drafted Cohen out of Canada.
That would be some crazy shit.
All right, dude.
Man,
I gotta go.
Good night, bro. Appreciate it for the streams and everything, bro.
All right, bro. Take care.
Who that?
That dude went after Canadian Cohen, bro. Cohen got a lot of fans, man. They're not gonna like that. Cohen got fans, man. They ain't gonna like that one right there, bro. I'll never forget Cohen's first call. First call, right off the jump. First call. Never knew this dude, nothing. Bro, he talked about Dennis Allen, looking at his iPad. Shit was hilarious. I remember clipping that, just dying laughing. Spread quarters, River Parish trash line.
First things first, Mickey Loomis, and he walked down purple with flip-flops on. Second of all, what do you think about getting Harold Fannin in, like, third round? He just won the Mackey Award, best tight end in the country. He put up 200 yards against an 8th-ranked Penn State and another 200 against a 20th-ranked Texas A&M.
Who is this that you just said?
Harold Fannin Jr. from Bowling Green. I mean, dude's a dog. Like,
wow.
I mean, I know Bowling Green is crazy, but bro's a dog. He's like Brock Bowers, but more hair, more melanin in the skin type shit.
You know who went to Bowling Green too? You know who went to Bowling Green as well? Antonio Daniels.
Antonio Daniels?
Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there.
I didn't know that. That's crazy as hell.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for this guy. They got him ranked. Looks like I don't see him. What is it? I mean,
yeah, he won the Mackey Award. He led the country in receiving yards. He broke the FBS record for most receiving yards as tight end. Bro, 6'5", 230. He was a unit. Like, he should not have been playing in the MAC. Dude should have at least been in the SEC, Big Ten, something like that. He put up almost 200 yards against an SEC school and a Big Ten school, both in the top 25 at the time.
Yeah, man, I'm scrolling, bro. I don't see this dude, but I believe you.
Harold Sanders Jr., bro. Dude's a dog. And another thing is Mickey Loomis, since, fuck that boy. It's my first time ever calling in, so my bad. I don't know if there's any language barrier.
Brother, let me tell you something. You ain't never have to worry about that again, because that'll never be the case. You say whatever you want on this show.
Got you. I'm from Miro originally, but I live in
Miro, fucking St. Bernard?
Louisiana. Yeah.
I lived on Despo. Yeah. What street you lived on?
Judy.
Stop it.
Yeah, right down the street from the tackle box, yeah.
Come on, man. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I live by Murphy Oil. I'm 32.
Oh, yeah, I'm 28.
Yeah, no, that was... I grew up...
with the Shaman together time.
Well, I got hit, so when Katrina hit, I was in 8th grade, so I was about to be in Chalmette High, but Katrina hit and we lost everything, so... But I could tell you this, growing up, because Miro, I lived a lot of years there. I grew up right by the canal. We had the rope swing that we built. We had the paintball in the woods. We had the whole paintball fortress. We were really fucking cutting up outside in Miro.
Remember that trailer park right next to Murphy?
Bro, Myrtle Grove, bro. I knew so many hoes in Myrtle Grove. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I lived there too. Yeah,
bro. I used to, bro. First time I ever really even went and linked up with a girl was in Myrtle Grove Trailer Park, and she was so fine. She was at Skate Row one night, and she was so fine, dude.
Yeah, bro, that's a throwback.
What?
That's funny as hell. Yeah, I lived in Myrtle Grove, and Katrina Hill, we moved to Memphis, and we moved back.
Right by Ben's Pizza, bro.
Ben's Pizza. Yeah. I used to walk over there. Yeah, walk the corner store over there in Just Fred. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Small world, bro. Small world.
Seriously.
But I ended up as an adult. I ended up moving to Kansas City, and I live here now. And Mickey Loomis got these motherfuckers looking at me when I wear my Saints jersey like my fucking ASPCA fucking dog. Like, oh, that must suck to be you, huh? Like, these motherfuckers got all these rings. They got Kermit the Frog as they fucking quarterback, just doing whatever the fuck you want to do back there. They got fucking playing from Ed and Eddie's boyfriend playing tight end and shit. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, what did we do to you, Katrina? And then we got some good shit with Drew, and then now this. What did we do? I just want to know.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta link up with my boy. You gotta link up with my boy Chuck out there, bro. He's in Kansas City. Link up with him. He be in the chat. He calls too.
You know what's funny? I just seen a video of you with Corey. It was like from like a hella long ago. Corey, the comedian and shit like that.
Yeah,
I
cool.
did Instagram comedy and shit with him and Rob like way back in the day before I left and moved.
Oh yeah, I love both of them dudes. They fucking comedy geniuses.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I started with Corey and when he lived in the East and shit. Yeah, crazy. Small world, bro. Small world.
It is, man. It is. All right, my brother. Well, yeah.
That's it, man. Have a good rest of your night, dog.
All right, you too, man. Appreciate the call. Take care.
Yeah, later.
Who they just drafted? The Ravens. Who the Ravens drafted? Malachi Starks. Bro, I'm going to tell you, man, the Ravens, they know how to draft. You want to talk about a team that knows how to fucking draft? The Ravens. The Ravens know how to draft. Doesn't matter where they at in the first round. They always wind up getting a guy that they're going to turn into a dog. Always. Dude. Sprite Quarters, River Parish Trash Line.
Man, I had to call back. This is Richard. I called earlier. I grew up on 347 Despo. That's where I was born. My dad worked for Tenneco. He worked for Gulf. And that was my house in Despo. I just had to call and say that when I heard you say you grew up on Despo. Me too.
Yeah, 3912 Despo. I was 4 houses away from the canal.
Yeah, me too. When I was a kid, I used to run down when it would flood. And my dad would tell me I'm getting the flood. And it would flood down to the canal. Yeah. I lived right there.
Yeah, I mean, and it was one of those things, man. You could ride your bike anywhere from Despo. You could get to Versailles Park. You get to fucking McDonald's, Pizza Hut, everywhere. Well, Today's Catch, all that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I left it when I was a kid. That's the house we bought. It was brand new, 347 Despo, and it was right by the canal. And every time it would flood, it would pour down to the going out down. You remember that?
Yeah, no, and bro, we were at that canal every day, bro. Like me and my friends, we the ones that put the rope swing up, bro. We put the rope to swing across the canal, and then the paintball in the woods, we started that.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I heard you. I had to call back because I was like, shit. He lived on Despo just like me. When you said Ramiro, my grandfather ran the refinery back in the day, and then my dad. I mean, they were all Chalmette, and cause I knew you were from Chalmette, but I lived down there, and I mean, that was my whole life was living down there. Darryl Battaglia, all those people. Yeah, I mean, my dad's Chalmette High, 1969.
Okay, so. Yeah. No, so obviously I was born in '92, but best childhood.
Yeah, you're younger than me.
Best childhood of my life. Period. Doesn't matter whether my mom was not all right. You know what I'm saying? My mom was not like. Like she had her problems, right? But that nothing mattered because being a kid in Miro and Chalmette, that shit was awesome.
My kids, I have a 23 and 18, and I tell them all the time about the Sicilian living in Chalmette, how great it was, how great the tradition was, the Los Llanos, all of the shit down there. It was terrific. And like I said, my dad grew up down there. Everybody, all his friends, and he worked at the refinery. He worked at Tenneco back in the day. So I just had to call because I'm like, he grew up right on my block.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I love your show. I just had to call back just to say, I mean, I knew you were from Chalmette, but I didn't know you lived on Despo. So.
Yes, sir, bro. It's facts, bro. Spread the word. All right, dude.
Later.
All right. I'm about to Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. Bro, because it just doesn't look like anything's about to change here. We at the 29th pick. And Keckshaws. This dude down like about to bust low because he's from the same street. Yo, chat's crazy, bro. Chat's crazy. Son, ain't no fucking way. $824 to show me. Son, that's scrimming loony, bro. Scrimming loony, bro. They didn't have to do that, bro, but it's amazing. All right, last call right here. This is the last one. Spread quarters, River Parish, Trash Line. Your last call of the night. Last caller.
Gotcha, man. Appreciate you having me, Mayo. How's your night going?
It's going great, brother. I can't complain.
I feel you, man. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too high of expectations for the draft tonight, but I mean, I do agree with what you said earlier about the comparison about dating a big chick. You know, I guess we just got to kind of trust the process, man.
You got to trust love.
Definitely. I mean, shit, I've been sticking with this team through these worst times. I know you've stuck with them through even worse times. Or actually, I don't know. You've been alive longer than I have, so I don't know if those.
I could tell you, my first recollection of watching Saints football was when we drafted Danny Werfel. You there? Yeah, so that was in 97. That was in 97, third round pick, Florida. You know, I briefly remember like the Billy Joe. You know, I remember Kerry Collins being a quarterback here for a year. My stepdad bought me a Kerry Collins jersey. Kerry Collins was drunk. I remember Delhomme, Aaron Brooks, Jeff Blake, all these guys.
Nice. Okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, because for me, the earliest that I remember watching the Saints was like 2005 when the whole Hurricane Katrina happened, and I remember Aaron Brooks was the quarterback, but the first Saints player that I fell in love with was the running back, Deuce McAllister.
Yep. And, you know, Deuce was one of them situations where we had Ricky Williams. We didn't even plan on drafting a running back, but Deuce was the best available talent at that time, so we took him.
Hey, it was a great decision, man. That dude was a powerhouse.
You fucking right, bro. That dude was unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. But only other thing I wanted to talk about was wanted to share with you, because I've actually been trying to catch up with sleep. It was a wild weekend. I went out to Vegas this past weekend and went to Wrestlemania. It was insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What did you think about that? Let's start with the first night, because I felt like it was underwhelming until the main event type shit for the first night. And then the second night was every match was good, and then the main event wasn't really. You know, that's how I felt.
Honestly, yeah, I felt the same way. I felt like each night was opposite. Like the different sides of the card were different in terms of being whether it was good or bad or underwhelming, whatever. First night obviously it picked. I really liked the Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair match. I thought that was actually a good match, and then obviously the main event was the best and had a damn good ending to it too. I predicted that might happen, but then I was like, I don't know, man, because if Cena wins and then CM Punk's going to be a challenger, you kind of need to give CM Punk some momentum in going into the summer. But I mean, it doesn't hurt Punk, obviously. So
yeah, I thought CM Punk was going to win that match. Gonna be honest, I thought he was gonna, especially when they did that whole thing for his entrance, like going back into his first song he had and all that shit, like, and showing. I was like, damn, bro, they gotta give CM Punk this match, you know. But
right, yeah.
But I thought, I will say this. I knew when Heyman double turned both of them and went with Seth Rollins, I knew some type of alliance was about to be formed, because I don't know, it's something about Seth Rollins. He always when he goes heel, he forms like a little alliance. You know, he goes back to like J&J, the security and all that shit. So I knew an alliance was going to be formed. So I wasn't surprised to see Braun Breaker. You know, they needed to do something with Braun Breaker. I knew that he lost for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, wasn't surprised to see him, and I don't think it's done. I think they're gonna add a few more people. And I gotta be real, bro. Triple H is freaking me out. Something about how he's talking on press conferences so nice and stuff. It makes me think that he's gonna heel turn something. And I'm not saying nothing about him wrestling, but I could see like a corporation type shit happening again.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, because with Triple H, it sucks to know that we're not going to get good closure on like a retirement, which is understandable. I mean, the dude's got a pacemaker in his chest, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him get involved in some kind of authority role. And,
yeah, I could see that. And then Rusev came back. I will say this: Rusev coming back to beat up fucking Otis and I don't know. I feel like they already back to not booking Rusev right away. But we'll see, bro. And then most importantly, Ricky Saints, baby. Ricky Saints. Look out for him. He'll definitely be on the main roster by the time WrestleMania comes. I know that. This next one. So Ricky Saints, it's gonna be a big year for Ricky Saints. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely hope he makes it to the main roster before then. And yeah, hey, I'm not ruling out going out to New Orleans next year for WrestleMania. And hey, I got to keep an eye out for you to say what's up to you.
Yeah, well, you know where to call me, bro. So let me know. I'll definitely be all over that shit.
I got you. Well, if you're doing another live later this week on Sunday night or even next Sunday night, I'll tell you more about like the whole WrestleMania weekend experience, because I know it's kind of late and everything.
Yeah, it is late. Damn. All right, cool. All right, bro. Well, yeah, I'll talk to you Sunday.
All right, for sure, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Take care. Later. All right. We out of here, bro. We out of here. Shout out to all my sponsors: Burkhardt, Blue Plate, River Parish. And don't forget, follow Hold The Mayo, man. I'm on everything, bro. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out. I'm on Twitter, X, obviously right here on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, all that bullshit. And I'm on Twitch, so check me out. What a show, man. What a show. What a great time. What a great time. 3 hours, 30 minutes right here. Drop a like on the stream before you leave. Much appreciated. Shout out to everybody that did super chats. Shout out to all the people who are always here for HTM Live on YouTube. Y'all the real ones, bro. We in April, so, and people been showing up every show. Much love, and I won't be back tomorrow, but I'll be back Sunday.